stand up and fight. You have to stand up. pressure. Pacquiao comes in, popping Fundora's head back.
Sebastian Fundora. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Premier Boxing Champions. Aerospace Jr. Pacquiao!
Davis drops Joet Gonzalez. Tremendous close to this fight.
This is Premier Boxing Champions.
Welcome to a scorching hot Sin City. Temperatures in the triple digits. We're in Las Vegas, fight capital of the world. We're just off the Vegas Strip inside the MGM Grand Garden Arena, which is once again playing host to a boxing legend. You know, it's just last month, boxing's first and only 8-division world champion, Manny Pacquiao, was officially inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. But after nearly 4 years away, he's back. The MGM Grand Garden Arena unveiled the banner from the rafters. You know, Pacquiao will look to make history as the first Hall of Famer to come back and win a world title. But he is facing the WBC welterweight champion there, Mario Barrios, who is 16 years younger. The co-main you'll see on pay-per-view is a rematch of one of the bloodiest fights in recent memory. Super welterweight champion, the Towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora, will put his WBC strap on the line against Tim Tszyu. And another rematch was supposed to take place, but Pitbull Cruz will not face Angel Fierro in a rematch of February's Fight of the Year contender. On just 1 day's notice, fellow Mexican Omar Salcido will step into the ring, and he promises to fight fire with fire. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Custer. Welcome to Vegas. You know, no one has fought more in this venue than Manny Pacquiao. Well, tonight will be his record 16th fight here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Pacquiao just went into the Hall of Fame in June, and tonight he steps back into the ring after nearly 4 years away. Now, before you ask me, how can he come out of retirement and then fight for a world title? It's been done before. Sugar Ray Leonard was retired for nearly 3 years before he came back. He beat middleweight champion Marvelous Marvin Hagler. That was back in 1987. Well, tonight Pacquiao is facing the welterweight champion Mario Barrios, 16 years younger, and he told us it is his duty tonight to knock the Pacman back into retirement. Let's take a look at the entire pay-per-view card that's coming your way later this evening, and it all kicks off with a pair of Mexican-American featherweights, former 2-division champion Brandon Figueroa, the Heartbreaker. He's going to meet the 3-time title challenger Joet Gonzalez. Then it's really an all-Mexican super lightweight battle. Pitbull Cruz will step in and take on Omar Salcido. Salcido again taking this fight on just 1 day's notice. Followed by the much anticipated super welterweight title fight, the rematch between Sebastian Fundora and Tim Tszyu. And then, of course, you've got the main event as the legend himself, Manny Pacquiao, tries to do the unthinkable and unseat the welterweight champ Mario Barrios at the ripe old age of 46. Since we're talking about a Hall of Famer, time to welcome in our Hall of Famer, Joe Goose, who, of course, has seen it all, done it all, Joe Goose. And so you got Manny Pacquiao who's 46, been away from the ring for 4 years, fighting the world champion who's 30, in his prime, been active. How can he do it?
Well, I mean, it's pretty simple. Manny Pacquiao is in a league of his own. I mean, there's never been anybody like him. 8 different division championships. I don't put anything past Manny Pacquiao, nothing past him. He's 46, but did you see him on the scales? How good he looked? He didn't look like a normal 46-year-old. And look, I mean, he's defied all the odds all the way along. Look, when he beat Keith Thurman a couple of years ago, that was an unbelievable test. That was an unbeaten Keith Thurman at the time, and just a fantastic performance. Yes, it was a few years ago, but look, Manny Pacquiao has got a lot of tricks in his bags. He's very awkward. He's very difficult to pin down. He turns you. He's great on his feet. And like Keith Thurman told me last night, he said it felt like he had bricks in his gloves. He goes, I wanted to have his gloves checked out. That's how hard he hits. So no, Manny Pacquiao's in a league of his own. He's more than a once-in-a-generation fighter.
So now he's fighting the welterweight champion, Mario Barrios. Hey, say what you will. For Mario Barrios, this could be a career-defining victory for him tonight.
Well, it's a career-defining fight so far. And as far as a victory, if Mario Barrios pulls off a victory, I don't care if it's a 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao. It's still a huge, huge win for him. And believe me, he went to the mats for this fight with Bob Santos. I talked to Bob at length, said it's the greatest camp he's ever had. He doubled up on his sparring, the amount of sparring. He said, they're ready to win this fight. That's for sure.
I want you to take a look at something, because Pacquiao is trying to really break his own record tonight with a victory. He became the oldest welterweight champion at the age of 40, as you pointed out there, Joe, when he defeated Keith Thurman back in 2019.
Right.
Here's a look at the oldest man to win a title fight in boxing history. You can really call this the Bernard Hopkins appreciation list, because 3 times in his mid to late 40s, the alien won a world title. The oldest he did it at the age of 48 when he beat Tavoris Cloud. That was in 2013. Remember, George Foreman, he holds the record for being the oldest heavyweight. He did that at the age of 45 when he knocked out Michael Moore here at the MGM Grand in 1994. Pacquiao, folks, would be the oldest fighter to win a world title below the light heavyweight limit. And of course, Manny Pacquiao, one of those once-in-a-generation type fighters, the only, as you pointed out, 8-division champion in boxing history, who's delivered nothing but excitement in his 30-year career.
It's not what it seems. If you letting it go, it'll haunt you. It'll follow your dreams. This is the moment I wanted. I know that I needed it. Always knew I would be great, but I'm glad that they seeing it. I ain't stopping now. Let's go. My soul. They can't stop me now. Go ahead, try to catch up. Everything that they ever do for me, I'm getting it back today. A memory. I'm winning the game. Can't get it, feel swell. It may be some buzz in the road. Make sure you got in your seatbelt. They can't keep up. They don't really know what it cost it. It fit it out my mind. I circle back when I lost it. I ain't got to tell a place with them. Can I play with them? Can I stay with them?
Now, before we get to that pay-per-view card later tonight, we've got a stacked prelim card for you here on Prime, featuring Mark Magsayo, former champion. Gary Russell Jr., the former featherweight champion, is back as well. Let's go ringside to the man who will call all the action. And here's my ESPN colleague, and filling in for my main man, Mauro Ranallo, is Bernardo Osuna.
In soccer terms, you would say I'm on loan from ESPN for this wonderful fight card. It'll be action-packed, and it's really a privilege to be joining three-division world champion Abner Mares and combat sports specialist Brian Campbell on this call. Look, Manny Pacquiao is a sentimental favorite. This guy still draws a crowd if we look at what happened at yesterday's weigh-in. But in the end, he's 46 years old, looking to become a world champion. But nobody's done this more times than him. Nobody's defied the odds, written his name in boxing's record book, and done the improbable than Manny Pacquiao. But Abner, what are your realistic expectations of what we expect to see from Manny Pacquiao?
Listen, when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, you expect the unexpected. If there is anyone that can prove us wrong, it's Manny Pacquiao, because he's done the unthinkable. I mean, 108 all the way to 54, 8-division world champion. Who does that? Beat Keith Thurman, and he beat Adrian Broner at the age of 40 years old. When these fighters were in their prime, who does that? So when people tell me that he's looking ripped, he's looking strong in his training camp, and he's outrunning these young kids, trust me, if he's at 75 or 80% for this fight, Mario Barrios is in for trouble.
Hold up, Abner. As much as I don't mean to rain on the feel-good, nostalgic parade of the Manny Pacquiao comeback, we got to put some respect on the champion's name. At 30 years old, Mario Barrios is in his physical prime. He's the tallest opponent Pacquiao will ever have faced. And oh, by the way, he retired Yordenis Ugas 2 years ago in his biggest win, the last fighter to defeat Manny Pacquiao. And if the sculpted abs of Barrios on Friday's scale is any indication, him and head trainer Bob Santos have concocted a high-octane game plan to make Manny Pacquiao have to earn every bit of history he's reaching for later this evening.
Well, the counterattack for that is Freddie Roach says, expect a quick start from Manny Pacquiao. Let's get things started with the Philippines versus Mexico theme that will take us all the way through tonight's main event. We've got former world champion Mark Magsayo taking on Jorge Mata in a super featherweight attraction. Miguel Flores is in the ring with instructions.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as Premier Boxing Champions presents the Prime Video Prelims. This bout is promoted by TGB Promotions. The event is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, The Crown is Yours, and Universal Pictures Nobody 2, only in theaters August 15th. Our three judges ringside are Glenn Feldman, Mike Fitzgerald, and Jack Reese. The referee in charge of the action is Robert Hoyle. And now Premier Boxing Champions present 10 rounds in the super featherweight division. Introducing first in the red corner, wearing the black and gold trunks, he weighed in at an even 129 pounds. With 21 victories, including 13 by knockout, opposite of 2 defeats and 2 draws, representing Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, damas y caballeros, Jorge Mata. And now introducing his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the green and gold trunks. He weighed in at 129 pounds. With a record of 27 victories, 18 by knockout, opposite of 2 defeats. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Tagbilaran City, Bohol, Philippines, he is the former world champion, Mark Magnifico Magsayo.
Okay, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Punches here are good. Punches right here are going to be good, okay? Key está bien. Okay, obey my commands, give me a good, clean fight. Touch them up, scoot back.
Era where world titles are somewhat easy to come by. Mark Magsayo did not have an easy path to his. He had to defeat Gary Russell Jr., who will also be fighting on the card tonight. Then he had to take on Ray Vargas, lost that fight. Brandon Figueroa, who will also be on tonight's card. but here he is trying to fight his way back into world title contention.
And Bernardo, at age 30, Magsayo really thinks this is a second chapter in his career, saying that his losses at featherweight were largely due to the dehydration from his weight cut. He expects to be at full form this evening and moving forward in this division.
Yeah, Mark Magsayo, known by his speed, pressure, sidesteps. I mean, he's a really explosive fighter.
Early on in his career, he was trained by Freddie Roach, still within the wild card stable, where now he is trained by Marvin Samodio, who is the right hand of Freddie Roach. And because of the fact that both are Filipinos, they said it's just easier to communicate and really get to the next level together. Nice combination there from Magsayo.
Yeah, that's one thing about Magsayo. He sets up his combinations with that jab. Really brilliant.
Ooh, nice straight right hand on the counter from Mark Magsayo early on, trying to establish his dominance against the fighter out of Guadalajara.
And for Jorge Mata, you talk about a big opportunity here as an uppercut from Mark Magsayo splits the guard. This is his first fight in the United States after 25 in Mexico, and his first fight against a current or former world champion.
Yeah, Mata's got to be careful. He can't just throw one or two punches. He's got to do a combination because Magsayo is counter-punching every single shot.
And Magsayo just being very efficient. You see the variation in his punches. He's been efficient with the jab, the right uppercut, straight right hand, and he's really making Mata pick his poison.
Nice left hand by Magsayo.
There goes Mata with an overhand right, partially deflected by Magsayo. There's a body shot from Magsayo, trying to wear down the fighter from Mexico. Left hook from Mata.
And Mata's a strong fighter. He will stand toe-to-toe with you. I mean, we've seen it right now. Magsayo landing some good combinations, but again, Mata's still there.
Ooh, nice 1-2 from Magsayo again, partially blocked by Mata. But you could see that Magsayo is just centimeters away from landing a big shot here.
Look, Magsayo has always believed in his power. He's athletic. And to see him coming in now at this weight class with that full gas tank, you see that confidence continue to build.
Abner, we look at it, 4 pounds, okay. But as a fighter, what type of difference is it?
No, it's a big difference. Listen, I went up from 118 to 122 to 26.
10 seconds.
And it slows you down a bit, you know? So you got to prepare yourself. It's not just skipping a weight class from one week to another. You got to prepare for it.
Time!
¿Será? Good, good.
¿Va? No dejes que se crezca. ¿Traes también con qué, mijo? No trae mucho. Déjala trabajar el cuerpo bien cerrado, güey. Si Cuesca te va a golpear, contragolpéalo, mijo. Todo eso ya lo habíamos trabajado ya en el gimnasio, ¿eh?
And we are going to see a replay of Magsayo's effective jab and counter-punching. Beautiful jab there. Right where Mata was going in. Straight jab from Magsayo.
Magsayo was inspired to start boxing while watching Manny Pacquiao defeat Marco Antonio Barrera. And just like Canelo used to sell paletas in Guadalajara, Magsayo used to sell ice cream in the Philippines.
And, you know, he specifically said on the inspiration of Pacquiao, he was inspired to get his own family out of poverty like Manny did and to bring honor to his country. And when you talk to Magsayo, he doesn't go a sentence without mentioning Manny's name or his homeland of the Philippines.
Only difference is he's an orthodox fighter, but here we go, the exchange in the center of the ring. Mata proven to be game, and Magsayo just a little bit more quick and precise with his punches. Straight right to the body.
All these fighters, they want to simulate Manny Pacquiao's style, even though he's a right-hander right here. He's so explosive like Manny. He's quick. He's got really, really hard punches.
And look, Mata, as we mentioned, is there to be found. He's an action fighter who will stand in front of you, but that has left him open for that explosive right uppercut so far from Magsayo.
And just like Pacquiao, Magsayo is not afraid to leap in. Ooh, nice body shot after missing with the left hook from Magsayo. Digging shot to the liver.
I like that. He missed that left, and he made sure he landed that body shot.
You might be able to move your head, but guess what's going to be pretty stationary? It's going to be that midsection. Another body shot sets up the shots to the head from Mark Magsayo. Good start for the Filipino fighter early on.
You know, Mata has fairly good polish for a fighter who didn't pick up boxing in any form until the age of 17. And Abner, you know, that's rare now at 24 for someone to gain that much experience, considering how often guys walk into the gym in the single digits to learn this game.
Yeah, no, really rare. And right now, Mata's got to step it up a little bit. He's got to throw that jab. He's got to slow down Magsayo's aggression. He's waiting too long.
Yeah, his trainer, Cesar Gaitan, told me, look, watch out for that left hook from Mata, because if Magsayo makes a mistake, we're going to make him pay.
And he's got opportunities right there. There it was for Mata. Right when Magsayo goes in, you can come back with your own punches.
Asking for more feints from Mata early on, and that's a nice jab, sending Magsayo backwards. There's a nice right over the top from Mata.
But again, it's only one shot. He's got to throw more than, he's got to throw not just the 1-2. It's 1-2-3, the three-piece.
Ooh, straight right from Magsayo after the clash of heads between these two fighters momentarily. I just like the punch variety from Magsayo, but Mata really doing well coming over the top with the right hand.
Good counter there from Mata as he timed Magsayo.
Again. There it is again.
We're listening to Cesar Gaitan. If Mata's
acompaña el gancho.
I need you
Empiézalo ya a
to
trabajar abajo.
You need to work downstairs.
El protector de agua, güey.
Here, put
¿Cómo te
that
sientes?
mouthpiece in water.
Todo lo que está haciendo, todo lo trabajamos allá, güey. La derecha, los upper.
We've been working on it. Countering the uppercut.
Okay,
How's
bien.
this punch?
Empiézalo a trabajar abajo y
I need you to work downstairs.
No lo dejes que se crezca, güey.
Don't let him get momentum. Every time he throws something, you gotta answer.
Okay?
Especially with your right hand.
Estás trabajando bien el timing, estás trabajando
Your timing is great.
Lo único que te falta es contragolpear y tener iniciativa. Soltar más, güey. Suelta más golpes, güey. No lo dejes crecer.
And right here, we're going to see that right hand that Mata was landing right in the chin on cue. It was a couple of times that he landed. And it's when the aggression comes from Magsayo. He opens up, but then again, Magsayo, he misses with one shot. But guess what? He makes you pay, and he lands that body shot.
There was two head clashes in that round, and you know that's something that both fighters acknowledged. But it's just the way Mata leans in, and Magsayo is aggressive coming over the top. But right there, Mata with the counter left hook. Nice right to the body from Magsayo as the action heats up early on in round 3.
Yeah, but again, Magsayo, he opens up a lot when he wants to go in with this combination. So Mata, he has to throw those straight punches.
Well, they're still largely taking turns after another in terms of getting off their offense. You wonder if Mata can punch with Magsayo, whether that can make a difference with that counter right hand.
And how will he do as the fight progresses? This is the first time at the elite level, and right now they're going toe-to-toe in round 3.
Good left hook there from Mata, who is picking up that timing well.
Nice body shot from Magsayo, partially blocked by the elbow of Mata, and he lands his left hook over the top.
Here comes pressure from Mata now.
Look, we knew this entire card would be a lot of potential for all action. This fight's starting off very well.
Talked about these guys setting the tone. Mexico, Philippines, a burgeoning rivalry in the sport of boxing, and you can see why. Both cultures have a lot of heart, different skill set, similar roots.
Come on, work out, let him go. There you go.
Good feint right there from Magsayo, but he had to come back with something.
You can certainly see the maturity in Magsayo's game. It used to be a lot more about aggressiveness, athleticism, explosion, a lot more polish and intent in what he's looking to do here under Marvin Somodio.
Yeah, he's definitely a thinking man in there. He's waiting for the right time. He's waiting for the opening. He's moving back right now. Again, the same thing because Mata's being aggressive as well.
Magsayo connected to the body and went straight back, and that's a dangerous proposition against a power puncher like Mata.
The jab's landing good for Mata.
Yep, that was a great counter jab. Quick flurry there from Magsayo, and here comes the answer from Mata.
Good back and forth this round. All in the center of the ring. You haven't heard referee Robert Hoyle's name mentioned one time.
Is there a referee in the ring tonight? That's exactly what we want to see. Yeah, you want to keep it clean. The corner did want Mata to take the initiative, to pressure more, to put Magsayo on the back foot and see if he can fight on the back foot.
Oh yeah, and he's definitely doing that in this round. I want to see a little bit more body work though from Mata while he's pressing.
There's a nice right hand over the top from Mata. Magsayo got a little bit too comfortable thinking he was out of range, and he wasn't. Nice left uppercut from Magsayo.
10 seconds, 10 segundos.
It's a counter punching from Mata in this last round. Really good round for him.
We're listening to Marvin Samodio with his charge of Mark Magsayo.
Congrats, Mark. Great. Rick. Huwag kang focus sa isa-isang suntok. Kasi pag tapos mo, pinagka-counter siya. Kailangan kombinasyon. Tag-tag-tag. Tag-tag-tag. Galaw, ganun. Ay, damit ka. Ganun. Okay? Luwag-luwag lang. Pero sa sparring lang. 1-2-1, atras, 1-2 hook. Galaw, ulo. Okay, huwag pa isa-isa. Focus ka sa speed mo. Quick.
And here we're going to see a flurry from Magsayo. Beautiful combination, and he's so great. He's good at that. But then again, he pulls back, and it was a counter punching from Mata. He's timing perfectly with that left hook. And that was a really good round for Mata.
Round 4 of a scheduled 10-round super featherweight attraction. Bernardo Osuna alongside Abner Mares and Brian Campbell. And look at the speed from Mark Magsayo at the outset of the 4th round. Body shot from Magsayo. Those are ripping shots downstairs.
Yeah, I want to see the sidestep though from Magsayo. You're done throwing the combination, little sidestep. Don't step back.
Big right cross there from Magsayo.
Create another opening.
And there it is, lead right and up jab from Magsayo, left hook. And you're seeing Magsayo sitting on his punches here and not allowing Mata to answer.
I like that. He's taking the initiative. He's being first. And why let Mata get off if you can? So you got to keep throwing if you're Magsayo. Again, jab, keep him busy.
Oh, what a right uppercut from Mark Magsayo. I don't know how Mata was able to take that shot, but those are the ones that are really going to do the damage. The liver shot from Mark Magsayo as he's got Mata pinned against the ropes. Blood emanating from his nose.
That right uppercut is the most dangerous in the arsenal of Magsayo. He feels like he has his opponent hurt here.
It took him 3 rounds, and this is the 4th round. You talked about it, Brian. Him being so more poised, being relaxed, studying the fighter, and I think he saw that. He saw that once he started pressuring, letting his hands go, he's so effective.
You know what? I can read Abner's mind right now. He's saying, turn him to the left so he doesn't bring that bloody nose to the corner.
Please do not. I got a white suit on. Come on, guys.
Oh, that's a beautiful right hand from Mark Magsayo and an answer from Mata.
That was an absolute legitimate left hook answer from Mata. Gained back some respect there after being stuck on the ropes.
And this is where he wants to fight. I mean, there's no safe place against Magsayo, but you do not want your back against the ropes, Abner.
No, definitely not. But here it is. Just when you say Mata pushing back, he does not want to stay on the ropes. But again, let's talk about that chin. He took a lot of shots, but now it's Mata coming back.
Magsayo taking a deep breath here because he threw a lot of punches in this round. There's a nice straight right from Jorge Mata saying, okay, you punched out, give me my shot. Oh, good right hand from Magsayo.
There's the bloody nose right there from Mata. Stay away from me, Mata.
Abner's dry cleaner going to be busy later this weekend.
Ooh. But there it is, beautiful shot from Magsayo, but he's got to finish to the body. He's got to dig to the body more. He's got to tire out Mata.
The sniping shots from Magsayo, especially with the left and the variation, you don't know where it's going to come from, and it sets up that right uppercut.
Mata, though, taking a beat in this round. He's still coming forward.
10 seconds, 10 segundos.
Oh, nice overhand right from Mata says, it may be your round, but take this to your corner.
How
you doing?
Venga, güey. Venga, siéntate.
Sit down.
No estás soltando, güey. Te estás dejando entrar todos los golpes, güey. Tú también contragolpeas, más potencia de golpes. ¿Quieres que te pague la pelea o qué? Pues suéltele, güey. Suéltese, trabaja lo que sabemos hacer, güey. ¿Ok?
Do what we know how to do.
No te quedes, güey. No te quedes.
Don't stay.
Le tiene mucho a la derecha, güey.
He's
Acuérdate
timing
que
your right hand.
el upper es el que te mete.
The
Ya
uppercut
lo
is the
hemos
one that's really
trabajado,
hurting
güey.
you. We worked on
No te
blocking
quedes en las
that.
cuerdas, ¿ok?
Stay off the ropes.
And we're going to see the uppercuts from Magsayo that landed that first one, 2 uppercuts that almost brought down Mata, but Mata's got a great chin. There it is, right in the nose. That's what made that nose bleed. But at the end, the hard nose, the hard chin, Mata came back with that right hand, and he pressed on the gas towards the end.
Round 5 of a scheduled 10-round fight here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. And much like Manny Pacquiao, tonight's headliner, Mark Magsayo, wants to make a name for himself in this same venue. He'll have to do it against a Mexican fighter by the name of El Can Jorge Mata.
Yeah, again, Magsayo's so...
Oh, that's a right uppercut from Mata that lands on Magsayo.
So good with the combinations, with the explosiveness, but again, you want to keep Mata busy, and how do you do that? You jab, you keep him busy, even if it's not a hard jab. There it is. You keep him entertained with that.
Well, if Magsayo does not pick up an adjustment for that counter right hand, it could be trouble as this fight progresses.
The shots you're able to take early on in the night, all of a sudden start to hurt a little bit more. You don't see them as well. Ooh, nice right uppercut. That's why the body work that Abner mentioned is so important. You see the body work there from Magsayo, but he leaves himself open for a counter left.
You guys are fighting, you already see that you got a hard fighter in front of you that is taking everything. All right, you got to be smart of it. You got to set up the punches, break them down, break that body.
Mata enters with plenty of confidence, having a 5-fight win streak going into tonight, dating back to a split decision defeat 2 years ago to Jose Luis Hernandez.
That's the only time he's been dropped in his career. You see how Magsayo's able to walk him back into the ropes, but immediately Mata's smart enough to get away from that.
Yeah, Mata always has an answer. He knows that Magsayo's going to come in with a lot of punches, but with the hands down, the perfect time to counter punch with that left.
Nice jab from both fighters. But you can see that Mata is thinking before he's throwing. He's tentative here.
Oh, yeah. He's got a sharp jab, though. Strong jab, opening up that guard from Magsayo.
And it opens up the ability to throw that overhand right, which has landed all night, but so has the body work from Mark Magsayo.
Mata really making Magsayo think here. You can sort of visibly see that as he takes a step back to reset.
Making him think, making him work. I mean, Mata, again, great chin, big heart, and he keeps coming.
The thing is, Magsayo's thinking, all right, body work, he's taking my best shots to deliver. How about a jab? Okay, he's taking that. My right hand, okay.
But we know.
Nice right hand there from Mata to close out this 5th round. We get to the midway point of this, our opener from Las Vegas.
Okay, lamang pa rin tayo. Huwag kang kumpiyansa. Okay? Kailangan maintain mo yung activity. Hindi pwedeng hayaan mo siya mag-jab na mag-jab para sa mga judges makita na makikipukol ka sila. Ikaw dapat nang masipag sumuntok. Okay? Kahit mahina, basta may activity tapos sarap. Okay? Yung hook straight mo, nandiyan palagi. Pagtapos kombinasyon, atras ka, hataka, hook straight. Pero mabilis, hindi yung pag ganun. Okay? Tagdan, parang isang suntok lang. Oh. Tapos, galaw ulo. Okay? Apat na lang. Ha? Tsagain mo. Train tayo ng lang linggo dito, ilang buwan. You have the other glove.
Jorge Mata understands what a great opportunity this is for his career. to face a former world champion in Mark Magsayo. Man, he's taking some heavy leather from Magsayo, who lands solid right hands here, and the right uppercut. I mean, Magsayo's coming out on a mission here in the 6th round, Abner.
He came out guns blazing.
Oh, big right hand from Magsayo.
And again, that's what you need to do. The guy is right in front of you. He doesn't throw unless you throw. He's trying to counterpunch you. So you throw, you land your hands, and you finish to the body. That's what I want from Magsayo. Break this guy down. He's got a great chin.
Blood continuing to flow from the nose of Mata after those combinations.
I mean, you hear those thudding shots downstairs. You and I haven't taken one. What does that feel like, Abner?
Oh, it feels bad, man. Especially the body shots, man. Those are the ones that hurt the most, really. It numbs your whole body.
I mean, is the old adage true? You'd rather take a body shot than a clean one to the head?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the other way around.
The other way around. I would
take that back.
Yeah, take it back. I much rather take a headshot than a body shot.
Most trainers would say, I'd rather you take neither.
Hit and not get hit. Something, luckily for the entertainment of this fight, these guys have been neglecting at times.
And I think that's going to be the tone for the rest of the evening. We're going to see some great action as the night progresses here in Las Vegas. Nice left hook there once again from Magsayo. He's just finding his timing perfectly here in the 6th round.
Like Magsayo did not like that body shot. You saw the grimace on his face as he set up a counter combination.
Yeah, he tried to set up a combination, and Mata hit him right in the body. He did not like it. But again, Magsayo came back with his own punches.
And one thing about Magsayo, always in shape, especially now in a higher division, where he's got more of that gas tank to lean on.
If only Mata threw a little bit more, because again, the aggression's there, the pressure, and Magsayo's feeling it, but again, Mata not letting his hands go. And every time he does, they land.
Nice jab, an up jab there from Mata. Can he follow it up? Is he willing to take that risk? Because there's going to be leather coming back. And heavy leather from Magsayo.
And I'm sure he knows that, but again, you take 2-3 to land just the perfect one. I think that's what Mata's looking for.
Mata, he gets tangled up, off balance with the right uppercut from Mark Magsayo. That's been the money shot from Magsayo here in this fight.
See, and it's easy for Mata to pressure Magsayo because Magsayo's just moving straight back. He's moving side to side, but he ends up in the same place, and he's not throwing anything back. Again, keep him busy with the jab. Hold, turn. Stop his aggression by you getting in the middle.
Nice punctuation for a great round from Magsayo.
La derecha en forma de uppers. Las derechas le están entrando, güey.
Right hands are
Solo
landing.
dejes,
Come on,
¿ok?
throw him.
No lo dejes, no lo
Don't
dejes.
let him get momentum.
No lo dejes. Contra el otro. Tienes que es tuyo, güey. No estés tirando la derecha en forma de uppers. Nada, trabaja más la derecha, güey.
Switch it up on him.
No estás tirando la derecha, Nada de derecha. Esto es mi noche, güey.
This is our night, come on.
Agua, Pipo, agua.
Give him some water.
Ánimo. Venga, acá, es tuyo. Trabaja la derecha.
He's yours.
Trabaja
Use your right
la
hand.
derecha en forma de upper.
Use the uppercut. What do you think of those instructions, Abner?
Oh, those were really good instructions for Mata. And even better translation from Bernardo.
Come on. Look, when I was speaking with Cesar Gaitan, he told me, Jorge Mata gets better as the rounds progress. And we'll see if that continues to be the case. But Magsayo, he's not taking anything off the gas pedal. He's still pressuring coming forward.
Yeah. Look, Mata's proving that he's game. He can take a great punch, and he's willing to stand in the center of that ring. But in the second half, he's going to have to start winning some rounds where it's visibly noticeable to attempt to make some dents on the scorecard here.
Yeah, like I said earlier, it's not just about putting the pressure, it's about landing your shots. Yes, Mata's pressuring, Mata's pushing Magsayo back, but he's not throwing enough punches. And it's Magsayo counter-punching effectively every time.
And he's initiating exchanges as well. So Magsayo just having a great night tonight. but you see how repetitive he is and the way he just, you mentioned it, Abner, he ends up in the same spot, keeps moving back. Someone with more experience is going to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Come on, work out.
And there were times where Mata was landing that beautiful left. He was timing Magsayo when he was coming in. He would open up the guard and beautiful left hook, but the one that just landed a beautiful left to the body was Magsayo.
I got you.
Those Magsayo body punches are snapping off of the midsection there of Mata.
Sorry, that was a right hook to the body, yeah.
That's the left hook from Magsayo. Corner of Mata saying, hey, he's getting tired, go after him. But he's got to close that gap, and not this way, because Magsayo throws 3-1.
Yes.
And his punches are heavy tonight.
Another one of those counter right uppercuts from Magsayo.
Magsayo's a hard-hitting puncher. He's got 18 knockouts. I've seen him knock out guys fast, but it's Mata that's got a great chin tonight.
And you can see it on him. He's determined. He's determined to make his name in this fight tonight.
And he's never been knocked down, according to his trainer. He says he took a knee against Hernandez, but you could understand why, because he has been taking some shots from a world-class fighter, a man who's been in the ring with and beaten Gary Russell Jr., was in the ring against Ray Vargas and Brandon Figueroa, and he just digs downstairs with bad intentions, man.
And I think this was the problem when he fought Figueroa, Magsayo, that he couldn't deal with the pressure. The pressure from Figueroa was effective because he was landing shots, he was throwing shots. Unfortunately, Mata in this fight, he's pressuring again, but no punches thrown.
10 seconds. Yes,
or not enough punches thrown.
There has to be effective pressure. You can tell Mata's been to war through these first 7 rounds.
Can you hold this? Okay, rinse it. Give me the towel. Okay. Medyo matigas. Kailangan bitawan mo yung suntok mo, ha? Kasi kung isa lang, pag na-miss, wala na.
And this is exactly what I've been asking from Magsayo the entire fight. The body work. Beautiful body shot there from Magsayo. He opens up the guard. He sees that it's there. It's always a left hook upstairs, left hook downstairs. Got to come back with another body shot. I think it's there for the taking, but again, landing really effective body shots, Magsayo. There it is, uppercut body shot. Again, if he were to land a little bit more body shots, he will break down Mata. I don't care how strong you are. There's not enough body shots you can take.
He's taken 21 minutes worth of body shots so far, but can he get to 30 minutes? Scheduled 10-rounder, Bernardo Osuna alongside Abner Mares, the 3-division champion. Our combat sports specialist, Brian Campbell. And at the desk, it is Brian Custer and Joe Goosen. Ringside reporter, Jim Gray. In other words, we got the full complement out here.
The A-team, bro.
And I tell you, you can smell Joe Goosen walking in the arena, and that's a compliment, by the way.
That is a compliment. You know, he gifted me that same cologne that he's got on. He did, because I told him, man, you smell so good. I got you.
Is that all it takes? Just compliment Joe and with whatever. Ooh, nice body work there from Magsayo. Counter right hand from Mata. Magsayo cannot just stand there and admire his work.
No, his hands are down almost after every left hook to the body. If Mata can take those and time that counter right hand, he can continue to build success.
Yeah, again, I keep saying that. I sound repetitive, but if Mata was throwing more shots, it would be a long night for Magsayo. Thank God he's not. He's just in front of you. But let your hands go, Magsayo. Get off first, side steps. You're done throwing punches. You grab them, you turn them. That's it. Or you're standing right in front of Mata.
Well, as I mentioned, Mata's only been boxing for 7 years. He only had 35 amateur fights. Magsayo, on the other hand, started at age 8, had 200 amateur fights, a former world champion. So in some ways, Mata's still learning on the job.
And this is a type of performance that is going to get Mata more fights.
No doubt.
Stop!
Yeah, because obviously he was gaming this fight. He was competitive. He's there. He took some good shots, but he gave some as well.
And he's still got time to really turn this fight in his favor.
Yeah, we just saw right there. He landed a beautiful right hand, and it only takes one shot, Brian. We know that. And especially in a perhaps tired already Magsayo. That's what it seems like.
That was a smart move when Magsayo started to just toy around with the head movement. And Mata says, there's no toying around in the 8th round of this fight.
Magsayo carrying his speed very well into the second half of this fight.
And call me crazy, but based on the body language, I believe Magsayo's more tired than Mata.
Yeah, well, he's
it
throwing
seems
a
that
lot
way.
more punches,
Of course,
yes.
But Mata's taking so many that you would think he would be tired.
He's not withering from the body shots. So we go to round number 9.
Con la derecha estás haciendo más daño, Can. Trabaja en forma de la izquierda, trabaja en forma de ópero, gancho. La derecha remátalo, ya está sangrando, güey.
Come over the top with the
¿Cómo
right.
te sientes?
How do you feel? Good.
¿Qué te duele?
I'm going to stop it? No, no,
No,
no.
venga.
Es el 9.
It's round
Tienes que
9.
salir, Can.
This is your time right here.
Derecha Ockers, ¿ok?
The right, and the uppers.
Venga. ¿Ahí? Dame el de este, güey. Güey, ya se cansó, ¿eh? Ya se cansó. Pícalo abajo, güey. Pícalo abajo. Está sangrando, Can. Trabaja a la derecha, güey.
Continue to use your right hand. Excellent instructions in the corner. They're seeing what you guys are seeing.
Definitely. I mean, yes, Magsayo's tired. He's got 2 rounds to make something happen. Speaking of Mata, land a good shot where he talked about the right hand. The right hand is there. Good action, Magsayo.
I mean, look, Magsayo is getting off, and Mata says, wait a second, here's my right hand. I know that I have a great counter. But you cannot allow the numerical disadvantage that he's giving up here in this fight.
And you really haven't seen Mata go to the body much against Magsayo as well. You wonder if that could change his fortune.
You're right, and that one time he did hurt Magsayo. He pointed that out, yeah.
That was in the 7th round.
See that? There's the aggressiveness from Mata. He puts Magsayo on the ropes. He puts him where you want to put a fighter, but guess what? You don't let your hands go. It's not just one right hand, Mata. It's got to be more punches than that.
Off his hand. Stop. No, thank you.
Well, Magsayo knows the importance of this fight in a new division. He said one great performance could put him in position to potentially fight for a title, which is his dream, he said, to become a 2-division champion.
Oh, he's definitely putting up performance tonight.
Watch the head.
And this is the type of fight where Magsayo looks good enough, but you see enough holes where a champion would say, give me that guy.
So that's good and bad, right?
Right.
I mean, you're good performance, but again, any world champion out there would be like, yes, I want this guy. I see a lot of flaws, and one of them that I pointed out is I don't think he could deal with the aggression, especially if the fighter's throwing punches. Speaking of Magsayo.
Oh, you see the angle work there? There it is.
Work out. Let him go.
Channeling his inner Manny Pacquiao.
He wasted more energy there than anything.
He just did a ladder drill there pretty much, right?
Well, Magsayo said he benefited greatly from the sparring with Manny Pacquiao ahead of this fight as they were both in camp together in the world-famous Wildcard Boxing Gym.
I'm gonna tell the story real quick. Once upon a time when Magsayo barely started his career, I think he had 2 or 3 fights. I was already a one-time world champion. He was calling me out on social media. And I remember I told him, slow down, buddy, slow down. But ask me right now if I want to get in the ring with Magsayo. No, I'm good, man. It's too fast.
What if he gets a belt?
All right, hey, I might change things.
Can you make 130?
That's a good question. Ooh. Nice right hand from Mata.
There's a footwork from Magsayo, but you see Mata shaking his head.
Cierra bien, güey, con más ganchos abajo y la derecha abajo. ¿Ok? No te dejes, güey.
Don't allow him to take the
No te
initiative.
tienes que dejar, güey, la derecha.
You gotta
No
throw
te
that
vayas a
right.
un golpe, ve, suéltale más.
That's your best shot, but you've got to let it go.
Ok, ahí te va. ¿La paramos? Ahí te va. Ok, ahí te va. Si te duele la izquierda, trabájala como de finta y usa la derecha de poder. ¿Ok? Uppers, volados, el gancho que trabajamos abajo en la boca, güey.
Uppercut, right hook.
Si puedes,
Just throw it to the
¿vas a
stomach.
salir
Can you
aquí?
do this? Are you going to do
Arre,
it?
a ganar, cabrón.
Come
Venga,
on, go out
suelte
there and
todo,
win.
mijo. Es guerrero mexicano.
You can win from Mexico.
No te noqueó, ya no te noqueó.
He didn't knock you
ya
out.
no te noqueó. Derecha.
Hey, did I just say the word Mexico? One of the most popular fighters not named Canelo Alvarez has to be Isaac Pitbull Cruz. He was scheduled to take on Angel Fierro in a barn burner rematch, but unfortunately Fierro couldn't make weight, had health issues. And Brian, we're still going to get a good fight because Omar Salcido gets promoted from the undercard to take his spot on the pay-per-view. It's a great opportunity.
Very battle-tested. Owns a knockout over Chris Colbert, a former world champion. So, going to be a very interesting and all-action matchup later this evening.
And I think we're going to have a very action-packed 10th round here between Mark Magsayo and Jorge Mata. Magsayo should be ahead comfortably on the scorecards, but he's not fighting that way.
No, definitely not. He cannot leave anything, you know, to the last round and perhaps Mata landing something.
Well, we asked Magsayo, are you aiming for the knockout in this fight? He says, I'm always aiming for the knockout, and you can certainly see that by the way he's opening up this final round.
He's putting himself in some danger, though, here. Yes. Hey, but it's great TV, and it's great for the fight fans who got out here early to see the opening fight of this fight card, which will culminate in a Philippines-Mexico bout. Manny Pacquiao looking to dethrone the welterweight champion in Mario Azteca Barrios. Ooh, power shot.
Right there from Magsayo.
And that's when you know you're in a groove, when you can throw that lead right.
But I mean, what amazes me the most right now is just Mata's chin. I mean, he's taking so much, he's still moving forward.
You know, and this is the first fight of Mata's career he trained at altitude. And you can see him still fresh here in the final round. But there's a lot more work for him to be done in the future so he can be more active like we keep criticizing.
Yeah, you mentioned, I mean, he started late in his career. He's learning on the job. So definitely a learning experience, a learning fight right here from Mata. He will be move your head side to side.
I'll tell you, he's going to be a tough out, though.
Yeah,
moving forward.
Yes. Oh, yeah, against anyone.
First time facing a former world champion, making his U.S. debut on a big fight card. So there's a lot of elements that he had to deal with, but in the end, he acquitted himself well.
Yeah, he said this is not only his U.S. debut fighting, it's his first time on U.S. soil.
Did he tell you he was going to Disneyland?
Maybe the Bellagio fountains, maybe that'll be it.
Keep him in front, keep him in front.
Yeah, some close, right?
Nice combination from Mark Magsayo. He takes a right hand from Mr. Mata.
You saw Magsayo punch the gloves together. Oh, that's an old Manny Pacquiao emote.
That's when he gets excited. He landed something like, nice, I'm here. Let me land again.
Left hook there from Mark Magsayo. Magsayo really did get away from those body shots. Could have made a big difference in how this fight, or how long this fight ended, but you've got to give Jorge Mata a lot of credit for all the punishment he took. And as Magsayo celebrates with his hands raised, it's easy to see that that's the way this fight should end.
Fun little scrap to kick us off this evening.
And I like how Magsayo closed this round too in this fight because, like you said, he was comfortably up on the scorecards and he could have just boxed, used the entire ring. No, but he threw a lot in that last round. I think he threw just like he threw in the first round, if not more.
This is the era of fighters taking a safe route. And when you see Magsayo do that, it really gets your blood pumping because that's the way fights should go. You're supposed to fight 30 minutes, and he fought to the last bell, as did Jorge Mata, who really did earn himself more paydays tonight because if he polishes and cleans some things up, he's a different fighter.
Definitely is. He's learning a lot from this fight. There's some respect right there from Magsayo, taking the picture with Mata right away, and I'm sure he's telling him, hey, you were tough tonight, as we all saw.
And Abner, when you're on the way up, these are the type of fights that really do turn you into a better fighter, because it's not just I'm getting guys out of there, out of there. I think I'm better than I am. This is the type of fight that's a learning experience
for both sides.
Yes.
For Magsayo and Mata. For Magsayo, definitely again a pressure fighter. You're gonna come across, especially in this weight class. Pressure fighters are fighters that throw a lot. You gotta use the entire ring beautiful. You gotta know how to close the gap, side steps. You know, a lot of things that we didn't see enough from Magsayo, and obviously the body shot, the body effective work that we did not see.
Miguel Flores is in the center of the ring with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judges Mike Fitzgerald and Jack Reese see it 100-90, and Judge Glenn Feldman sees it 98-92. All three judges in agreement for your winner by unanimous decision, Mark Magnifico Magsayo.
The right man wins. Shutout on 2 of the scorecard. Mark Magsayo continues his path towards the world title. More action to come, but for now, we send it up to Brian Custer on the set with Joe Goose.
Okay, Bernardo, thank you very much. Good win for Mark Magsayo, former world champion. 28th victory for him. Back here with the Hall of Famer Joe Goosen. Give me your thoughts. What you saw of the former champion who now campaigning AR at 130.
I loved it. I thought Magsayo looked great. But look, let me tell you, Mata was very competitive. He had a great counter right hand. He kept the early rounds close. But I think Magsayo, with the exception of maybe one middle round, swept the later rounds because he was more active. He threw a lot of shots. He was throwing combinations, and Mata was just trying to counter with 1 or 2 punches at a time. And Magsayo caught onto that, and then would throw an additional couple punches after the initial combination, and that threw the counter punching off from Mata. So it was a great performance by Magsayo at this weight. But Mata is a very determined guy.
Yeah, this is a young man who's going to get some work here. I mean, making his debut. If you're somebody looking, you say, hey, that's a good guy I can throw in. If I got a guy I'm trying to develop, if I got a former champion who needs a fight, Mata obviously is going to get some work going forward.
Yeah, and lastly, Mata, if he was busier, he could have even been in this fight more, but he let it slip away. He just wasn't busy enough.
So break it down here for me. Tell me what you saw out of Mark Magsayo as we take a look at some video.
Well, I'd love to see it. We got some video coming up. Here it is. Look, I mean, Magsayo, you know, he was working left hand. See right there, that was the touch and go that Abner was talking about. But he'd throw, there's the right hand, there's the combinations. And you saw the right hand trying to come back from Mata. And that went on most of the evening. There's that great right uppercut that Magsayo used and caught Mata with several times in the fight. But basically, Magsayo was just busier, he was accurate, and he worked the body and the head. A lot of head work, but he also went to the body a lot, where Mata really didn't go to the body at all, except an occasional punch here and there. So I think Magsayo was just the more complete fighter in there tonight.
Obviously, he was a world champion at 126, now fighting at 130. What do you see as the future for Mark Magsayo?
Well, look, I mean, he looked fresh, he looked strong. He got a little tired in the mid-round there, but that happens. You get your second win. He got his second win. I think he's going to get used to that 130 weight. You know, these guys grow, they get bigger. You know, you don't want to keep them at a weight where they're going to be weak all the time. So you got to move up. He's at 130, and I think he'll do quite well because he's got the experience now. He's been a former champ, and he knows how to fight. He uses all of his abilities with uppercuts, body shots, hooks to the head, great jab, good right hand, and the combinations were really flowing tonight. You know, you got to love the kid.
And this is the kind of fight that you want, especially when you have such a big card, to start things off here on the prelims, especially here on Prime. You got an action fight to start things off.
Well, look, I mean, you got to give credit to Mata here because he made the fight competitive. This was no easy fight for Magsayo. He had to really use all of his skills and to overcome Mata, because if Magsayo wasn't the busier guy, and he was busier by 3 to 4 times. You know, this could have been a close fight, but it's incumbent upon Mata to get his act together and start throwing combinations, body shots, and a better variety of punches instead of just waiting for that occasional counter.
You know, the interesting thing is when you talk about Mark Magsayo is he became a world champion at 126 by beating Gary Russell Jr., who we will see coming up here a little bit later tonight. And don't forget, folks, you can order the pay-per-view fights here. All you got to do is you'll see a QR code on your screen. You can use your phone, your iPad, and you can order the fights, which will come your way a little bit later tonight. Time now for our second fight here on the prelims here on Prime. For that, let's go back ringside. Here's Bernardo.
And there you see the very well-dressed David El Rey Picasso stepping into the ring with a nice sombrero. And this is a young man who is on a collision path with Naoya the Monster Inoue. He's got to handle his business tonight against another Japanese fighter in Kyonosuke Kameda. And for the introductions, Mario Flores is in the center of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, we continue the action here with the PBC Prime Video Prelims. This bout is promoted by Zamfir Promotions and TGB Promotions. The event sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, The Crown is Yours, and Universal Pictures Nobody 2, only in theaters August 15th. Our 3 judges ringside are Eric Cheek, Lisa Giampa, and Chris McGlory. The referee in charge of the action is Mark Nelson. And now Premier Boxing Champions present 10 rounds in the Super Bantamweight division. Introducing first in the red corner, wearing the gray and white trunks, he weighed in at 126 pounds. With the record standing 15 wins, 9 by knockout, opposite of 4 defeats and 2 draws. Representing Osaka, Japan, here is Kyonosuke Kameda. And now across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the black and gold trunks, he weighed in at 125.8 pounds. We're at the record standing 31 victories, 17 by knockout, no defeats and 1 draw. Proudly representing Mexico City, Mexico, here is David El Rey Picasso.
Chief second, please.
Gentlemen, you had your instructions earlier. You know what I expect. A good, clean fight, obey my commands, and protect yourself at all times. Good luck.
To make it big in the sport of boxing, you need rivals. Picasso is being named as a potential opponent for Naoya Inoue. Let's take on a Japanese fighter who not only is from that same country, but who has faced Luis Panterita Neri, the last man and the only man to drop, or the first man to drop Naoya Inoue. And who also has another opponent in common with Picasso, and that's Azat Hovhannissi. Small world, but in the end, A plus B doesn't equal C in boxing.
Definitely not. And let's not forget, Kameda, he took a beating against Luis Neri in that last fight, which was actually, his last fight. So if Picasso is able to do that tonight, he will be making a statement.
Look, Kameda is spicy and fun. You can see that by his colorful trunks. And how about the stare down during referee instructions? He's trying to get in the head of the young Picasso, the artist here. Did you see the ring gear that he walked in with, Abner? I don't know if you've got any of that in your closet, but
he does. No, you do. I seen you, Abner. We got all of that. Nice body shot there from Picasso, but then the answer from Kameda, look, Picasso said, I know this is a warrior in front of me. And although there's only a 1.5 inch in height and 1/2 inch in reach advantage, Kameda looks big.
Yes, and he is aggressive. He is bringing the fight to Picasso, who's answering with big uppercuts.
but those left hooks from Kameda are dangerous. And look, when you grow up in a family where your cousins are all world champions, you're going to learn how to fight. You know why? Because you're trained by their father.
Not only that, he's promoted by Tomoki Kameda, the youngest of the 3 fighting Kameda brothers, who are all world champions in their own day.
The Kameda dynasty, of course. Yeah, I mean, Kameda, he's an aggressive, a game fighter. Again, you're seeing it in this first round. He's right there. He'll land the shots, good body shots that he's been landing. But again, I have not seen a single jab by either of these fighters in this first round. There it is, Kameda trying one at least.
Kameda saying, you think you can beat the monster, you got to beat this guy first. Before you even think about going over to Japan and challenging the best fighter in Japanese history.
And arguably the best fighter on this planet when you look at the top of those pound-for-pound rankings.
But what about Usyk, though, today with a 5th round knockout of Daniel Dubois in the rematch?
Becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion once more.
Oh, nice left uppercut there from Picasso. In close, and Kameda with the answer, but good defense from the young Mexican fighter.
Yeah, that was a more eye-catching punch from Picasso, the uppercut. But Kameda, he's been landing some right hands.
Oh, this is a great test for Picasso on his rise right now, because Kameda meeting him in the center of the ring. He's got speed, he's got explosiveness. He's got that attitude that just jumps off him. He's not afraid to get a point deducted. He wants to get in your head and intimidate you.
Definitely. That's the demeanor right there from Kameda.
At 5'8", Picasso's a big fighter for this division, but he doesn't look that way against Kameda.
¿Algún golpe?
No, son rasguños que tiene aquí.
Me quiere casar con la derecha.
Sí.
You have to start off with your right.
Estoy bien.
Y raya derecha es la que te está dando el señor.
Hey, he's landing the right hand, so watch for that.
Tranquilo, no caigas en su juego. Estamos
Don't fall
trabajando
into his
en el
game. Just keep working your game.
trabajes el counter. En tu regreso,
I need you to set up your counter. Come back with the uppercut.
Okay, cerradito, papá, y no pasa nada.
I need you to close your guard.
No hay bote para escupir.
You lost this round. You can't keep losing rounds. I need you to pick up the pace. Use your waist to keep your high guard.
I don't honestly think he lost that round, but it was a close one. It was a really close round, but I like the instructions where he said, hey, you don't fall into his game plan. And I have not seen yet a game plan from either fighter. They're fighting in the phone booth. Someone's got to take the initiative with the jab and set up the tone and open up the guards and the combinations. Because, again, they're both just in the center and throwing punches.
But I think we all expected Picasso to be the artist in the ring, if you will. And he came straight to fight Kameda.
Yeah, I think that's not the right game plan because he's getting hit by Kameda, especially with his right hands. There it is.
Picasso, the 31 victories already in his career, just 24 years old. So we know that he's on the fast track for the big time. Does have to prove he can handle that aggression of Kameda.
Oh, what a nice right hand from Picasso after Kameda had early success.
And I like that Kameda's fighting short. He's fighting in short, and Picasso's missing a lot of shots because of that. And this is a tall fighter we're speaking of, Kameda.
Oh, that was a headbutt there. Nice body work from Kameda, and then an uppercut. Straight right hand from Picasso. Tries to set up a left hook. High octane action early on. And that's what you can expect all night long here from the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas as we progress over to our pay-per-view card later.
Kameda continuing to show his game with those short counter right hands on the inside.
Yeah, it's open for both fighters, the uppercut, the inside punches. Because again, they're head-to-head right in there.
I think that's a big improvement from Kameda, is the inside game from what we've seen in previous fights.
Yeah, against Luis Netty, he just had an aggressive southpaw, and Netty pushing him back, digging to the body. And right now, Picasso, again, just there, letting Kameda get off sometimes first.
You know, Picasso echoed what many fighters on this undercard told us this week, that he's honored to be setting the table for Manny Pacquiao. He said even though he's a Mexican-born fighter and Pacquiao's known as the Mexicutioner at times, he said he doesn't care. He loves the way Manny fights. And he's very honored to be on this fight card tonight.
But he's been watching Manny Pacquiao since he was 7 years old, same age as when our own Brian Campbell started watching Manny Pacquiao.
Just about right.
Hey, Manny Pacquiao and I are the same age, but only one of us will be taking punches this evening.
Oh, man. Nice combination right there from Kameda.
Uppercut from Picasso, but then he takes 2 left hooks from Kameda and another left hook. What a solid round from Kameda here. 6 minutes into this fight.
Again, a close round this one.
Esperas a que él pegue primero, no esperes eso.
If you're letting him
Okay,
get
no
off
esperes a que
first,
pegue primero.
that's not the plan.
Okay, nunca esperes eso, David.
Sí.
¿Va?
Está puesto. Cada que tira a la izquierda,
When he
abre
throws the
el
left, he
gancho o
opens
medusa.
up.
¿Bien?
You have a counter look there for you.
Cada que él tira a la izquierda, espera el jab. Espera el
When he
jab.
throws the
Cinco
left, throw
formas
the
de
jab,
pegar.
counter with it.
Ok, ¿cómo vamos? Bien, pero podemos ir
You're doing
mejor.
well.
Necesitamos acabarlo al 6 a este güey.
We need to finish him by the 6th round.
Right here, we're going to see the effective right hand from Picasso. Right when he goes in low, like I was mentioning, he tried to avoid that right hand, but he took it right in the chin. Kameda, right there, beautiful right hand. But again, Kameda came back with his own left hook. Wish he could have finished to the body with that. Both fighters just 1 punch, 1-2 punches. Let's see a little bit more combinations.
Back up.
Let's see if we see a different style from David El Rey Picasso here in round number 3. So far, he's fighting Kameda's fight, and his corner's not happy with that.
Yeah, you're right. Coach is right. Picasso is just walking in forward, no jab. Staying right in front of Kameda. Kameda can get off at any given moment, like he did right there, and land those shots and get away from trouble.
Kameda looking very tricky tonight. Not an easy mark for Picasso to tee off on, and when Picasso misses, Kameda makes him pay.
Well, Kameda's got the hand speed. He's very comfortable fighting on the inside. You can see the explosiveness. He's going to test everything Picasso has this evening.
Oh, he has so far.
And Picasso told us this matchmaking is the proper setup for Inoue because he wants to audition himself to the Japanese audience. He's heard their reaction when his name was mentioned as a potential Inoue opponent, and he wants to turn their opinion around here with a performance against Kameda.
And I'm not sure he's doing that yet.
No.
But he's got 7+ rounds to do it, and you just don't want a guy like Kameda to get momentum, to get going downhill.
And it seems like he is. He's getting that momentum right now, getting comfortable. But he's not comfortable on the ropes right now, taking those body shots.
And that's the punch that set this series of punches up. He culminates with a nice overhand right. Now you see another head clash there, but Picasso coming into his own thanks to that body work.
Yeah, and also because Kameda stayed on the ropes for a period of time. You're not supposed to do that. You got to get off. Get out of the ropes.
Look at the uppercuts that Picasso's able to land now, and that body shot.
Kameda came back with his own.
You see the copy box numbers for body shots landed there. Picasso with the edge, but it has been a very close as they continue to shoot it out in the center of the ring.
That uppercut from Picasso, though, is starting to find a home. And that's something that Kameda's gonna have to contend with because Picasso's corner called it, and now he's seeing it and executing on it.
Definitely is, and what I'm liking about that too is that every time he lands that uppercut, he finishes to the body.
And now he's blocking and parrying more of Kameda's shots as well.
But he's also lowered his output, Picasso, this round, and sometimes that flurry of activity can really sway the judges from Kameda's side.
Yeah, but the effective punches right now are being shown by Picasso.
There's the head games, there's the taunting of Kameda. We knew we'd see more of it.
A huevo.
That's a good round.
Ok, ya lo hiciste, ok. Ya lo empezaste a gobernar, ok. A ver,
Plancha, por favor.
plancha.
Give me the Enzo, please.
Ese nariz abusado, ¿eh? ¿Veo? Sí, abusado, ¿eh? Eso más es un nariz, un juego. Plancha. Tranquilo, todo bien. Así como okay.
And right now we're gonna see a beautiful uppercut that Kameda landed. Very few uppercuts that he landed. Picasso landed his own as well. Right there, he came back. But the right hand, ooh, beautifully timed right there by Picasso. Great chin from Kameda.
Muy bien, sigo igual. Manda tú, David, tú tienes muchas condiciones. Ve por él.
You've got the skills, you've got the ability. Now go after him.
Stay there. Back up.
I thought that was an excellent round from Picasso. Just a change of pace.
And it all started on the ropes. When Kameda decided to stay on the ropes, Picasso took advantage of the moment and he started landing those body shots and uppercuts.
All right, Abner, you see your opponent start to do like that Cobra Kai stuff in the ring. Like, what does that do to you?
Kata?
Yeah, something like
That's
that.
telling me that he's worried. He's trying to find something out. He's trying to figure me out. He hasn't yet. That's what it means to me. So if I'm the fighter, if I'm Picasso, I keep pressuring this guy.
To be fair, neither guy has proven that they can fight going backwards in this fight. When they're on the
hasn't been many backward steps up to this point to prove that.
And that left hook from Kameda. But they're both more comfortable on the front foot.
Yes.
Yeah, every time that Picasso's pressuring, he's got the initiative, he's doing effective punches, and vice versa. When Kameda's pressuring, Picasso does not look good going backwards.
Well, look, it's twofold. It's not just Picasso auditioning in some cases for an in-away fight. It's Kameda looking to get the biggest win of his career, and even though he didn't come through on his first-round knockout prediction from earlier this week, Kameda said, this is my moment to take, and I'm going to steal the show on Saturday and fight for the world title next.
Look, Picasso's very effective with those uppercuts, but Kameda is really digging downstairs.
They're fighting really similar, I'm sorry, Bernardo. They're fighting really similar right now.
And they're countering each other's abilities.
Yes, they are. They're waiting for the right moment, they counter. If you wait too long, I'll go first. It's like they're taking turns.
What about the 24-year-old, 31-0-1 fighter from Mexico? His trunk's looking like a NASCAR vehicle.
A lot of sponsors, a lot of money there.
Nice combination.
Make that money, player.
Nice body shot there from Picasso. But no adjustment so far from either fighter. They're both fighting good in the inside. They're clean punches, uppercuts, again, really similar. But no one is making this like a clean, clear fight around.
Picasso's trying with those uppercuts, though, especially this round.
And you saw Kameda do those swinging with the arms, and then all of a sudden, boom, a quick uppercut from Picasso says, you keep doing that.
I love the poise of Picasso. For such a young fighter, he's got that baby face. He said he's been accused of being a pretty boy who can't fight throughout his entire career, but he stood in there with that backbone and showed his skills. And he's doing that right now against a very game opponent.
Nice left hook from Picasso, but then an overhand right from Kameda. The ebbs and flows of this particular fight makes it extremely fun, but the fun really begins when we move over to pay-per-view this evening, because we will have an impressive rematch. That man, the 6'5.5" Towering Inferno, Sebastian Fundora, will take on Tim Tszyu. And this is a man who not only has earned the distinction of being called a world champion, but he has been accepted to Harvard's prestigious engineering program just this week. So a renaissance man, if you will.
And the brother, as you see behind him, of Gabriela Fundora, the undisputed women's flyweight champion. Father Freddie Fundora has built a boxing factory there in Coachella, California. And we'll see him tonight try to gain a second victory over Tim Tszyu.
Biggest adjustment that needs to be made in that fight, Abner, is what?
For Fundora, no, you got to do the same thing. I liked how he boxed in that fight. He showed everyone that he can box, and he has to keep doing that, and he needs to do that in this fight.
That will be our co-main event once we move over to pay-per-view. We hope you will do the same. Thank you for joining us here on the Amazon Prime portion of our broadcast. Picasso is starting to pick off the shots of Kameda. He's starting to see him a little bit better here in the 5th round.
Yeah, he's starting to pick
Not that one.
He's also cutting off the ring after.
Yes.
Much better job this time around.
Yeah, not letting Kameda off easy like he did in the last couple of rounds. As you pointed out, right now he has Kameda on the corner. But again, you gotta let those hands go, Picasso.
He's an artiste, Abner.
Yeah,
he takes his time.
You do the hard part, which is cutting off the ring, put him on the ropes. Just gotta let, there it is, a jab, a simple jab will start everything. And there it is, you got the opportunity for an uppercut body shot, but he took a step back and it's a restart for Picasso.
That's a short right hand and the body shot from Picasso. Made it with a darting right counter. That's a nice right lead from Picasso. Now he's starting to vary his punches. Yeah, he got a rhythm going now. That's a good left hook though from Kameda off the ropes.
But every time we say that, Kameda comes back with that right hand. It's mean.
That liver shot from Kameda. 24 against a 26-year-old, the younger being Picasso. But that's a beautiful left hook on the inside of 45, and Kameda takes it well and answers.
Back-to-back left hooks there from Picasso.
The famous Golden Boy 45. Yeah, baby.
Picasso's defense is underrated, because he's blocking a lot of those punches with the gloves.
And talking to him, you can tell very quickly he's a student of the game. He's studied the greats. You mentioned Oscar De La Hoya, you mentioned Manny Pacquiao. You can see how much he puts into his craft, and he's showing great poise here under fire inside the pocket.
The young man is studying neuroscience at UNAM, which is the Mexican National University. Says, I'll get up at 4:30, go run, then I'll go 7 hours of classes. I'll go to the gym, or my trainers will come to the campus and will train. That's dedication.
Definitely is, and definitely is studying this fighter in Kameda. And it seems like he kind of figured him out already, landing the vicious shots.
Clean combination.
We'll see if Picasso can put those brushes to work here as we get to the midway point of this fight.
Nah, 今な、辛口で言ってもな、取ってると思うけど、取ってると思うで、これ以上いかな、もう行ってほしい。勝ってると思ったらあかんで、勝ってんねんで、それをいけんねやったらいけよお前。なあ、お前な、これ以上って言うたやろ俺これ以上いけって言うたやろ。それ以上いったら何もできる体勢じゃないねん。浮いてんねんもう。次何回やこれ。
And this is how fluent right now and relaxed Picasso's feeling right now. Landing that vicious right hand, one after the other. Opening right there, and it's a short right hand. If he were to extend a little bit more torque on that, I think he will hurt Kameda. But Kameda showing a good chin.
Let's see who can make the adjustments here as we enter the second half of this fight. Bernardo Osuna ringside alongside 3-division champion Abner Mares and combat sports specialist Brian Campbell.
A champion of life. I'll add it there, Bernardo.
I'll take note. Look at who you're sitting with. Of course. Oh, Kameda. Ole! Corner's telling Picasso he's open for the right hand, but not if you let him get off first.
Yeah, Kameda definitely not making it easy for Picasso to land that right hand, because he's landing that left hand perfectly, pushing Picasso back.
But the last 3 to 4 rounds, Picasso was controlling the real estate very well, forcing Kameda constantly to the ropes, to the corner.
Yeah, but not in this round. Kameda's coming back with his own punches, getting off first. That's all they take sometimes. You gotta get off first.
Picasso making his shots count because Kameda's letting his hands go here in the 6th round. See the CompuBox. 3 more power punches landed through 5 for Picasso, while Kameda has thrown 8 more.
Yeah, it's all about taking control of this fight. And so far, the last 2 rounds, it seemed like Picasso was doing so and on the verge of, you know, the entire fight, but Kameda's still game.
Oh, there's a nice 1-2 combination from Picasso, splitting the guard of Kameda. That flicking jab from Picasso really can set the table for him to do damage.
Toughness, as you can see, has been a calling card for Kameda's career. Remember, he was stopped in his pro debut on his feet, rebounded, has continued to be a tough out for anyone in this division on his way up, even giving Luis Neri a tough matchup last time out.
Good point, Brian. Yeah, and it's not easy coming up from that beating he took from Luis Neri, but like you said, he stood his ground. He had some good rounds in that fight as well, and here he is against Picasso.
And Neri's licking his chops too because he would love a shot at the young Picasso.
I'm sure he will. Yeah, but look, because let's not forget, Picasso, he's a big name in Mexico right now. A lot of people talking high about him.
They got personal beef going on as well, so the storylines write themselves for a potential Picasso-Neri fight, but Picasso does have a bigger opportunity on the horizon if he can get through this fight, which is no given at this point.
I like the body work that Picasso's doing in this round. More stationary Kameda now because of it.
Vamos. Debemos haber cerrado, ¿eh?
That
Tú lo ganaste.
But you won it.
Tú lo ganaste. Vamos muy en parejos, ¿ok?
It's a pretty even fight.
Pero tenemos que echarle más ganas.
But we need to
¿Okay?
press the action.
Sí, él ya no camina.
He's done. He's just walking
Repítele los
around.
golpes.
Just
¿Okay?
repeat the
Repite la
punches.
mano, repite con la izquierda, la
Repeat with the
derecha.
left downstairs.
¿Okay? Repite, hijo, ¿ok?
I need you to be consistent.
Ok, todo bien, todo bien. Vamos, David, no puedes fallar. Échale, David, es tu boleto, es el cambio de tu vida. Que vamos por el 7. Vamos, repítele, van a entrar los golpes. Porque él ya no puede, güey.
He's ready to go.
Es que te parece que estás muy cansado. Trata de respirar, hijo, ¿ok? Practicamos mucho los pasos laterales, engánchalo. Vamos, gánale la Azteca, deshazle la traje.
See the odds for tonight's main event. Mario Barrios continues to be the favorite coming into this fight. Sentimentally, though, a lot of people pulling for Pacman, the Manny Pacquiao show, to make history once again.
And it's getting closer because there was a point where it was at plus 310, I think. So Manny Pacquiao, a lot of Pacquiao believers.
All those people with their hearts, betting with their hearts. Picasso digging in with that right uppercut, but he left himself open for a counter, and you see Kameda says, you want to sit on your punches? There's going to be something coming back. But this is a great opening of the round for Picasso.
Yeah, Picasso getting his chin checked here. He showed better head movement last round. This time he's willing to stand and train with Kameda.
Great chops there from Picasso. Great body shots, great combinations landing by him. But again, Kameda game, strong, standing his ground and landing that right hand. He lands it here and there, but it's effective.
Kameda's a lot of fun to watch.
Yes, he is.
And he's got that bad boy image that is very warranted. In a 2021 loss to Hiroki Hanabusa, Kameda was docked a point for shoving, which took the fight, which would have been a draw. It took it to a loss. He yelled at the referee afterwards, was suspended by the Japanese commission. He also kicked the seat of an audience member on his way back to the locker room.
I mean, everything you're not allowed to do in Japanese culture, he did in one night.
Oh, you're a bad man. And he is. He's proving that tonight. Not an easy task for Picasso, definitely.
Nice body shot from Kameda with the right. Picasso tries to get it back, and Kameda says, come walk through this fire. Oh, that's a quick flurry from Picasso. Every shot landed. Everyone had bad intentions. And then that lead right hand.
And you can sense right now that Kameda's getting tired. He's opening up the guard a lot more, and those shots are landing a lot cleaner and crispier for Picasso.
If Picasso listened to his corner and he did repeat those punches, I think his consistency would really take him to the next level. You see his efficiency here, landing 6 more punches while throwing the exact amount. That left hook downstairs was effective again for Picasso.
Yeah, let's not forget when Kameda got knocked down against Luis Neri, it was a body shot as well. And then the ending, obviously, Neri went for the kill. But it all started with the body shot, yeah.
Ooh, nice left hook there to start that combination off from Picasso.
This is very good give and take this round.
Oh, but it's mostly Picasso. Definitely painting a Picasso right now in this round.
And he uses legs very well there to get out of harm's way.
Vamos, Gaby, te viste mejor, mucho mejor. Ok, te viste mucho mejor. Okay? Mucho mejor. Respira, tu segundo adelante por el octavo, güey. Vamos, dame que tú cierres. Ponte derecho, ponte firme, ponte fuerte. Es que estás perdiendo la guardia, estás bajando la mano. Ponte seguro, güey.
Earlier tonight, I was asking Picasso for more punches, 3-piece combination, and there it is. Not only 3, he gave him the 4-piece, ending it with that right hand. And here comes more. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful, clean shots by Picasso, all landed flush in the face of Kameda. Again, Kameda's energy levels, it seems to be lowering. So if I'm Picasso, I press even more in this round.
And you go to the body, right?
Yeah, you dig to the body and try to finish this as much as you can by putting that pressure and throwing more shots.
I think these are great learning rounds for Picasso.
Yeah,
no question about it, because when you step up to the big time against the undisputed champion in Inoue, you're going to need every aspect of your game in order to not just survive, but have that potential to thrive. We've seen some power punchers give Inoue some brief challenges, but you need to be that complete fighter.
You have to be able to go into your bag, as they say. Because what I love about Inoue is the fact that not only is he skilled, not only is he powerful, but he is a fighter who loves to put on a show.
No doubt.
And that's where the opportunity might come for a guy like Picasso. When he gets vulnerable and he tries to put on a show, that's where you strike.
Exactly.
Abner, do you feel like Picasso has the punching power to potentially get a stoppage in this fight? We do know Kameda's consistent reputation of being durable.
Well, he's got decent power. I mean, he's got 31 fights, only 17 knockouts. So the power is decent. Not a one punch, I will knock you down, knock you out. But it's constant pressure that he's putting right now, and he can finish anyone and break you down, and that's what he's doing right now against Kameda.
Kameda definitely not giving in, not making it easy for Picasso. Using his legs here to make Picasso work, yeah. Now, when you see a guy switch southpaw without effectiveness, to me, that's a sign that he's looking for answers.
Yeah, no, he's just trying to avoid punches.
He's not doing that.
Right now, he's not. He's on the ropes. He's on the corner right now again. He's tiring it out right now, Kameda. He doesn't have anything left. Right now, he's on survival mode.
Good poise here, patience from Picasso.
That hooks to start a combination for Picasso. Can he put the finishing touches and say, look, Luis Neri stopped him at 7, all right. If I get him out of here at 8, not bad.
Yeah, it's time to step on the gas if you're Picasso. You definitely got this guy already where you want him. You broke him down. Pedal to the metal.
But the one thing that's been lacking is the work downstairs. Set up those shots. Because if not, Kameda's going to still have enough strength to go to your head and connect like he just did there.
Yeah, you leave an opening, Kameda will fill the dead air with big-time punches.
Good defense from Picasso, and then the answer. That's how you make a guy miss and you make him pay.
Yeah.
Such a sharp puncher is Picasso.
Short, compact punches from Picasso.
That uppercut is venomous. But you know what? For now, Kameda's had the anti-venom. Let's listen in.
Lo ganaste, pero hay que nos tardamos mucho, David. ¿Ok? Ya. No podemos seguir así nada más, tienes que ganar los rounds, güey. ¿Ok? O sea, no te esperes mucho, lo tenías ahí, 2 veces se fue a encajonar. ¿Ok? Ok. Ven, aquí. Aquí. Lo traes muy cansado, ya. Ok. Vamos, límpiale. ¿Sí?
¿Ya respiraste?
Feeling good?
Vamos, David, ya no le des oportunidad. Ve por él. Ok, sécale, que le sécale. Ya.
There is the man who makes his appearances sporadically, but he makes them count. Gary Russell Jr. Last fight was January 2022. He lost to Mark Magsayo, and he's coming in here for the first time without his father in his corner after passing away. And so he'll be coming right up after this 10-rounder concludes. Now he'll be fighting at lightweight.
Put some respect on that name. It's Mr. Gary Russell Jr. to you, Bernardo.
It is. He's earned it.
Yeah, that fight against Magsayo, he fought with one hand, and I thought he won that fight. It was a close fight.
He couldn't throw a jab in that entire second half of that fight.
He says, my left is never going to be the same because of the torn ligament in the shoulder, or tendon in the shoulder, but he says, I got enough to beat this guy. And the guy he is referring to is Hugo Castaneda. It's go time for David Picasso and also for Kyonosuke Kameda. He comes from championship lineage. His 3 cousins are world titleists, Koki, Daiki, and Tomoki Kameda, trained by their father, his uncle Shiro Kameda. So there's honor in the ring, and he's acquitted himself well tonight.
Talking about honor, look at this round. 9th round, Kameda doing his damage. He's landing some good shots in this round. But again, as Picasso's waiting too much. He's right in the center. Look, he's not doing enough. He's not doing anything. He's giving Kameda the initiative. And that's what he's doing. He's taking it. He sees it, he takes it.
You've got the guts and the gas tank that Kameda has. You're going to be trouble the entire night.
You can say one thing about the Japanese fighters is they're disciplined. They're going to come in and give you an honest night's work. And if you make a mistake, they can make you pay.
And they're not going to go away unless you make them.
At all. They've got the heart of a lion. That pride that keeps them up when you think you've got them. There's something special. Right now, there's something in the water over there in Japan. With the amount of champions they've got, the amount of up-and-coming fighters. A great crop.
From a new age, Jujo Nakatani, the bantamweight champion.
Yes.
See, one thing that I believe right now that Picasso's missing is that killer instinct. You know, that willingness to go out there and just get him out. I think he can if, again, he worked to pressure, let his hands go, put him on the back foot, put him against the ropes, land the body shot, because Kameda, he was on the decline. But now you're giving him time to breathe, giving him time to come back, and that's what he's doing. He's taking advantage of this round.
And look, maybe it's the fact that Picasso just doesn't have the gas to go these last 2 rounds, and Kameda does. And Kameda says, okay, I'm seeing that you're weakened a little bit, but I'm still strong. It's a great round for Kameda. Don't give it away.
Trying to close the round with this one, Picasso.
お前何してんねん、行けや。お前、後半全部行かれてるぞ。お前、後半は。お前ね、際どいところやられるぞ。お前、悔い残るぞ、これ絶対に。この3分でお前帰ろう。なあ、このラストでかけなしゃあないぞ、お前、これ。分かってる？ Tenemos que ganar ese round.
Last round, touch him up.
Necesitamos cerrar en este, güey.
We need to win this round.
Tienes que sacar con todo, güey.
You need to come out there with everything. You cannot wait. You can't be second.
Okay?
Okay.
Vamos, David, vamos.
Come on,
Va
David.
un cerrado, va empatado.
This is
pero
a
vamos
close fight. It
cerrado.
could be a draw.
Nada.
Ok, tenemos que ganarlo. Va
We
para
have to win
decidirnos
this
bien.
round no matter
Hay
what.
que meter, ¿ok? Hay que darle todo.
Gotta go out with everything.
Güey, ya está abierto arriba y abajo, güey. Ya está abierto arriba y abajo,
Ya.
We do have Larry Hazard, our unofficial scorer. 87-84. So
Interesting urgency in the corner of Picasso.
it is. But Abner, they gave him instructions to do things, but they didn't tell him how to do it.
Yeah. I mean, these are things that they practice at the gym, so maybe he knows already what they're talking about and how to, go about them and how to do them. But again, Picasso, he needs to press more. He needs to finish this round. Like how he started, throwing a lot of punches, but he's letting Kameda get off. Tough fighter tonight in Kameda.
Kameda body work already looking like he's ready to empty the tank here in the final round.
And that's the question. I'm willing to do it. Picasso, are you willing to meet me there?
Yes.
And this is really a telling round because his corner demanded that he go do it. Let's see what this kid has in terms of heart and determination.
And these are the last round. This is the round where you show what you're made of, what you got. Yes, you're tired, but you're trying to prove to the world, to yourself, that you got it, that you won anyway after this fight. Show me you won him. Show me that you could beat him.
I think you're asking Picasso to sign the painting at the end, right? Put that exclamation point on it. You wonder if Picasso just has just enough gas to really make sure nothing dramatic happens in this round.
But Brian, sometimes it's not so much the gas. Yes, conditioning is everything, but the heart. There's been fights where I've been in, I'm super tired, but my heart tells me, go out there, finish him, go out there, leave it all in the ring. And I want to see that from Picasso. Close round again. There has been some close rounds in this fight, so I can see why the scorecard like that. But Picasso, big inside punches.
I got 3 rounds that could have gone either way, if not more. So that's why the concern from the father in the corner of David Picasso. Alfonso saying you cannot afford to give this round away, and this is not the response that we anticipated from Picasso.
No, he has not met the pressure of Kameda head on.
These are the moments where you're supposed to prove your mettle, and he has 10 seconds left to do it here in the final round. And you got to give credit to Kameda because he says, you want to step to me, you're going to feel the pain. A crucial round that may have been given away here in the 10th. And Kyonosuke Kameda gives David Picasso all he can handle here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Tonight's pay-per-view will feature a great fighter from Mexico. His name is Isaac Pitbull Cruz. Our Hall of Fame reporter Jim Gray caught up with him backstage.
Pitbull, you were all set to fight Figueroa. He pulls out. What do you know about Salcido, and how difficult of an adjustment is it to fight a guy on 24 hours notice that you don't know?
Acabas de saber que vas a pelear con Salcido después de que acaba de salirse de la función Fierro. En un tiempo de 24 horas, ¿tú qué piensas de tu nuevo oponente al respecto?
Bueno, totalmente salió de la jugada Fierro, entró Salcido y bueno, pudimos estudiar muy poco, pero venimos muy bien preparados para cualquier tipo de pelea y para cualquier rival.
We find out about Fierro in the last minute, but we were watching videos about his Salcido's style. It should be no problem. We prepare for anything and come out forward to win this fight.
Are you disappointed because you wanted the rematch?
¿Estás un poquito descontento porque no tuviste la revancha con Fierro?
No, de ninguna manera. Ahora sí que estamos enfocados, somos profesionales nosotros y le hacemos frente a cualquier tipo de peleador.
No, not at all, because we're professionals, we're focused on the fight, and that's why we're here to fight, because we prepare ourselves for any kind of fight.
Javier, thank you. Pitbull, thank you. We'll talk to you after the fight.
Thank you.
Pitbull Cruz is the epitome of a fighter who says, I don't care who you put in front of me, I am going to be me in the ring. Miguel Flores has the official decision for Picasso Kameda.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 10 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Lisa Giampa sees the contest 95-95, a draw. However, she is overruled as Judge Chris McGlory sees it 97-93, and Judge Eric Cheek sees it 98-92. Both judges in agreement for your winner by majority decision, David El Rey Picasso.
96-94 is a likely scorecard, maybe a little wide, but at the end of the day, David Picasso passes a test, but he didn't get an A today, and he may not be ready for Inoue. You know who is ready? Ryan Custer.
Thank you, Bernie. Yeah, Picasso remains unbeaten. Wasn't a masterpiece, but he did paint up a way on how you get a victory. Tell me what you saw out of the youngster.
Well, I like the last two scorecards. I think that was reasonable. Look, I told you throughout the fight, Kameda was really tough. He always, the more he got hit, the more he answered back. So he got busy when he was being attacked by Picasso. And we're gonna show a little bit of it. You know, I mean, this is the type of action that was kind of going on through the whole fight here. Kameda took, you know, some hellacious punches in this fight. He could have easily packed it in at a certain point, but he didn't. What he did was he fought harder in the 8th, 9th, and 10th rounds, just like that. See, when he'd get hit, look, he tried to counter. And, you know, now there he didn't, but right there. See, he's going to come back and work you. The more you work him, the more he's going to work you. And that may have been his problem. He should have probably led more in this fight and attacked Picasso a little bit and tried to push him back. Because Picasso was much better when he was coming forward than he was going backwards. So.
And the lesson then you would tell a young Picasso, because it seemed like Kameda came on towards the end.
Yeah,
and you would think that was the time where if you were a youngster like Picasso, you're like, okay, I want you to finish. It's important to finish, so I'd assume that would be the lesson you would tell the youngster.
Yeah, look, I mean, sometimes it's hard to get guys out of there. You know, Kameda's a seasoned guy. He's been around, and, you know, he knows how to survive, and then he knows also how to win. So, you know, it's a tough guy to get out there, and of course, Picasso went to school on this fight here. He's going to have to up his game if he wants to get any part of Inoue, you know. So, yeah, because that performance right there was good. It was good enough to beat Kameda, but it's going to fall short if he fights Inoue.
It's interesting. You look at the young Picasso, only 24, but now, look, 32 wins. This is a guy who they think has got some talent here, but you're right. When you talk about on the Inoue, pound for pound, one of the best, that could be an ugly fight for the. I think he needs a little more seasoning.
Yeah, I would believe that he's going to go to work on his power, and he's going to have to up his punch output. And I'm talking about Picasso if he wants to deal with Inoue. He's going to have to bring a lot more to the table. It was a good performance. He's sharp. He's got really nice countering skills. He's very accurate. But it just wasn't enough, and he should have had enough in this fight to take out Kameda.
Now, coming up here, the main event here on our prelims on Prime, you're going to see the return of Gary Russell Jr. Listen, his last fight was 3 years ago in January when he lost to Mark Magsayo. His father was in his corner. His father, Gary Russell Sr., ended up passing away unexpectedly just 4 months later. And now, Gary Russell Jr. makes his return to the ring for the first time without his father in his corner. At one time, this man was the longest reigning WBC champion. He's back after 3 years away. Let's go back to the ring. Here's Bernardo.
Thank you, Brian. He was the longest reigning champion, 6 years, 10 months, but he's fought sporadically from 2015 to 2022. And the last time he fought more than once was in 2014. So we're talking about many, many moons ago. But when he steps into the ring, he is capable of putting on a master class. He'll have to do it against Hugo Castaneda. Miguel Flores with the introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now set for our featured bout for PBC Prime Video Prelims. This bout is promoted by TGB Promotions. The event sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, The Crown is Yours, and Universal Pictures Nobody 2, only in theaters August 15. Our three judges ringside for this one are Mike Fitzgerald, Jack Reese, and Steve Weisfeld. The referee in charge of the action is Harvey Dock. And now Premier Boxing Champions presents 10 rounds in the lightweight division. Introducing first in the red corner, wearing the black trunks with the tiger print trim. He weighed in at 135.8 pounds. With the record that stands 15 victories, 11 by knockout, opposite of 2 defeats and 1 draw. Representing Reynosa, Tamaulipas, Mexico, here is Hugo El Tigre Castaneda. And now we introduce his opponent across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the black trunks. He's weighed in at 131.6 pounds. His record stands 31 victories, 18 by knockout, opposite of just 2 defeats. Representing Capitol Heights, Maryland, from acclaimed boxing family and longtime former world champion, here is the return of Mr. Gary Russell Jr.
All right, here we go. Okay, guys, we went over the instructions earlier. As a reminder, obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck. Took los guantes. Buena suerte.
Mr. Gary Russell Jr. goes back to his brothers in the corner, and when their father passed away, he said he left a legacy of honor and integrity. So we help each other out. As a matter of fact, Gary Russell Jr. trained his brother Gary Antoine Jr. when he won the WBA world title March 1st of this year, becoming the lead trainer to win a world title at just 36 years old. But tonight, he's not training. He's fighting once again. What are your expectations, Abner, of this version of Russell?
I want to see the first, second round from Gary Russell. Obviously, he's been out for 3 years. The thing is that has he lost a step? Right now, he's showing that he's not. He's so accurate, so perfectly timed right now.
I mean, you see that age of 37, but wow. Gary Russell has always had among the fastest hands we've ever seen in boxing, still retaining that speed. And look, he's a veteran of long layoffs. He lives in the gym, whether he's training or whether he's fighting. And you can see early, whatever he's throwing is hitting the front of the face of Castaneda.
Castaneda is no defensive genius, but I like the aggressiveness with which Gary Russell Jr. is coming out. And to me, he told us in the fighter meetings, if I'm throwing my left hand and it's good, I'm back.
Let me tell you, he's back then, because he looks good so far.
It's landing, and he's starting fast. I would think that he was going to take this round of, get it feel out first, second round, but no, he came out guns blazing. You wanted to see where his accuracy was, and it's there so far from Gary Russell.
And look, he was honest. He said, we're going to take this one fight at a time. He doesn't know if this will lead to a busy comeback. He is a full-time trainer. He's running the family business, so to speak, and he does a great job at it. But so far, he looks comfortable despite a layoff of 1,274 days. And oh, by the way, the fight before was a more than 700-day layoff.
You want me to give you what the layoff total is for the last 7 fights? 3,500 days. That amounts to 9 years, 150 days, 151 days if you had a leap year in there. It's a long time.
But this is a guy that stays in the gym, one way or another. He's training, constantly training his brothers. I'm sure he's training himself. Again, he sleeps, eats, sees boxing every single day. Talking about Gary Russell, and you see it tonight, landing every shot.
Nice combinations from Gary Russell Jr. I mean, you can see he came here to fight tonight. He didn't come here to box. He didn't come here to look pretty, to show everybody what he's capable of doing. He came in here to say, I want to take the Tigre out.
And the one thing, if this does lead to a comeback, He's had sort of soft online beefs with many a fighter in many different weight classes in recent years. He said he's not afraid to move up to welterweight if he had to. It's just good, though, to see him back. He knows what the loss of the father meant to his family. He's trying to fill those roles.
He actually took custody of 3 of his nieces and nephews after his other brother passed away, Gary
Derek Russell, back in 2020.
Yes. My house looked like a Chuck E. Cheese nowadays. All those kids running out.
He took custody of all 3 of those children, bringing the total of 8 children in the household of Gary Russell Jr.
Well, tonight, he is the man inside the ring. Let's listen in to his brother.
Pull it out. No, hold it.
Where's the spit bucket?
Spit bucket. Just spit in there. It's okay. It's okay.
Motherfuckers, this swag, bro. This swag just stick with all and everything. But you gotta go through your jab. You understand what I'm saying? I need to put this jab and slip it.
Here we are, what you guys are witnessing right now is not, we did fast forward this. This is actual speed that we're seeing right now from Gary Russell. 4 punches landed back to
Got there
back.
before
My God.
he even thought about throwing.
This guy's been gone for 3 years. It doesn't seem that way.
He said, I don't think my arm will ever be 100%, but it's good enough for him tonight, and he's letting it go, which is what you want to see, Brian, after a surgery, after therapy, after a long recovery process.
That's exactly what you want to see, and you want to see if he has the timing, which it looks like he has so far. It's that lifestyle in the gym, and let's also keep in mind, he didn't take a lot of punishment in the prime of his career. At times he was inactive. He had great defense and speed to jump out of the way as he did right there.
Oh, that's right hook lands and Castaneda's down.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay?
You better be okay, because Gary Russell Jr. is coming for the finish here in the 2nd round. There's another left hook for Gary Russell Jr. and he says, call me mister, but call me winner instead.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay?
Castaneda's been down against Gonzalez, against DJ Samora 3 times, but tonight he's in against a former world champion, making his debut at lightweight and making himself look good.
And look how he's taking his time. This is a master of the boxing. He is taking his time. He is thinking before throwing a punch. He's not going there guns blazing. He doesn't want to finish him quite yet. It seems like he wants to get the rhythm. He wants to get in some rounds. I don't know if I'm seeing that. You guys are seeing that, guys, but it doesn't seem like he wants to finish him right now.
Well, look, they say power's the last thing to go. This guy's still got that speed, the timing. That first knockdown was explosively quick 2-punch combination.
But he didn't go for the kill. Listen, he's still there. He's making work of Castaneda.
You know why? I might not be back in here for another year. Give everybody their money's worth.
Give me at least 3 rounds. Come on, Gary.
But I mean, that's about as impressive a round as we've seen out of Gary Russell Jr. in years.
And yeah, you might talk about the opponent that, you know, his defense is not all the best, not the greatest. He stands right in front of me, but believe me, it's not as easy as it looks. It's hard to hit a fighter also, even if he's standing right in front of you, especially with the barrage of punches that Gary Russell, Mr. Gary Russell is landing.
That lead right hook.
With that accuracy, that speed. You hardly ever see this boxing nowadays.
Yeah, at one point, he was the baddest man on the planet until he met another guy with those same qualifications in Vasily Lomachenko.
But you got to say it, though, to Russell's credit, he showed an incredible chin in that fight, an incredible will. Never stopped coming forward, trying to win that fight down the stretch.
And it was a battle between 2 highly schooled fighters who had Olympic pedigree. Obviously, Gary missed out on that opportunity due to injury, but qualified for the Olympics. But tonight, it's a different fighter that we're seeing.
Perfect round, Gary. That was a perfect round. Way to relax on the inside.
Rodrigo
I like
Mosqueda's
that.
worked 31 fights with Gary Russell Jr. as we'll take a look at how he was so dominant in this round.
I got you.
This is how those knockdowns came about. The quickness from Gary Russell Jr. Step back, here comes my left, and I finish with the right hook. It was more with the forearm, but still, he got him, he hurt him, and here's the second knockdown. A flush left hand, and again, followed one shot after the other. I mean, the guy does not fall in love with his power. He knows that his speed is power.
And you can see his brother, the world champ, Gary Antoine Russell Jr., going sick in the crowd there in that replay.
This is the combinations that you want to do it in a video game. When you play a video game, you're pressing on those buttons for the guy in front of you to throw those punches. And Gary Russell, he does that, man. He's so fast.
Was that an 8-punch combination on that second knockdown?
And that was a nice straight left from Gary Russell Jr. And just see how effective he's been, connecting on 43 power punches through 3 rounds compared to just 10 for Castaneda. Like, he was outclassed against GJ Zamora, a younger fighter, undefeated in his last fight on April 5th. This is a different level, and Gary Russell Jr. proving that, you know what, his power is carrying to the lightweight division.
Definitely is. I mean, and again, his power is the speed.
Yes.
It's the accuracy, the way he sets up his punches.
Short, that counter right hand was.
Look at that flurry of shots from Gary Russell Jr. Will Manny Pacquiao be able to turn back the clock as Gary Russell Jr. has been doing here in our final fight of this undercard?
That's a perfect example right here, Gary Russell, that, you know, it's just the number 37. He's been out for 3 years, and yet he's showing the accuracy, he's showing the power, he's showing the speed. Would Manny Pacquiao be able to do that tonight? We will find out.
Well, he's also back to showing those bad intentions after it looked like he was not carrying, but allowing Castaneda to survive at the end of last round. He's come out with a new attitude here in round 3.
I still feel that he's working on things right there, like, you know, the putting up his hands, the defense. This is a type of fighter that you can do all that. Castaneda.
Confidence building fight for Gary Russell Jr. So far, that left shoulder is looking, if not 100%, pretty explosive. Nice counter left and then the right over the ear of Castaneda, who complains of a rabbit punch. Just lightning quick counters. Castaneda's not the quickest guy, let's just put it out there, but still. Russell seeing the shots and landing the shots like he does there.
An errant headbutt there.
Oh.
Time.
No cut. Harvey Doc. Making sure both guys are okay. Russell wants to tap gloves. Castaneda said, let me tap you to the body instead.
Harvey Doc Long, one of the most respected referees in this game.
There's a bad intentions right there from Russell. Made him miss. He wanted to make him pay, but didn't get there on time.
Tonight in our co-main event, we will see a rematch. Sebastian Fundora granting Tim Tszyu a rematch after winning the unified super welterweight titles. Our Jim Gray catches up with the champ.
Sebastian, this is what it's all about. It's the belts that you're fighting for, and you bring them with you and you want to take them home.
Absolutely. We trained very hard to become world champion, and now that we are champion now, we plan on being reigning champion as well.
You said silence is violence. Final interview before this fight. On the day of the fight, the hour before the fight, the moments before, does anything change mentally?
No. As soon as we get into Vegas, we clock into work, and that's how the mindset stays the same. Now these final hours going into the ring, this is just the last act of our job.
Said he's going to rush you. Said it's going to be different than the first fight. What are you expecting?
I do expect that, and I expect the best Tim Tszyu for this fight, but just like there's the best Tim Tszyu, there's the best Sebastian Fundora, and we plan to win.
Best of luck, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
Thank you so much.
Veritas, it means truth. That's what he has on the front of that sweatshirt. He was just accepted. The world champion has been accepted to Harvard for a 6-year engineering program. A renaissance man, and tonight he defends that belt against the man that he took it from in a bloody fight of the year candidate for 2024, I believe, and here we are with that rematch tonight. Round 4 of a scheduled 10-round bout. Russell looking like old times per se.
Yeah, he is.
Quick hands, accurate.
Yeah, the accuracy's there, the timing, the fast jab, taking his time, breaking down the fighter. And he's always been known by that. He's not a fighter. Well, yeah, no, he's a killer. He's a killer. But again, he's carrying Castaneda in this fight. You want to get in those rounds, especially if this is not the only fight you want to do. I'm guessing. I think that Russell wants to get his feet wet. He's got them wet now.
Oh, push there. The look from Castaneda is like, what are you doing?
Get the feel of boxing and line for a world championship fight.
You have to wonder if the phone will start ringing for Gary Russell after a performance like this in a new division.
Landing with another rabbit punch is Castaneda. Switch momentarily to the southpaw stance. Nice body work, but you got to protect yourself. And Russell reminds him of that. Here is Castaneda, and the question is, how will you take a lightweight's punch? So far, so good for Russell.
Russell took a beautiful left hand. Again, twice. Gotta be careful. He's got to get off the ropes.
He looks very comfortable pot shotting here.
Oh man, that left hand is just finding a target. It's a heat-seeking missile to the face of Castaneda, who continues to bleed from the nose now. The crowd is getting hyped. When was the last time you heard applause at a Gary Russell fight?
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point, brother.
But you're
not many
tonight.
fights, but again, the aggressiveness, the accuracy, the power shots. People love that. Well, it reminds me a bit of Manny Pacquiao.
This was early Gary Russell Jr. where he was just running through guys.
And I like how he just stayed in there. He took those shots from Castaneda. He said, all right, you landed 2, but guess what? You're not going to land a 3rd or 4th or 5th. Here come my shots. And Gary Russell was really accurate.
Castaneda needs to focus on the body because he's not touching up top that well. That creates opportunities for Russell to just pot shot.
And hunting a lot, Castaneda and Russell definitely see that.
Muy buen round, mijo, ¿eh? Muy buen round. Ya ves cuando usted es el tigre, usted es diferente. Ese es el tigre que ocupo ver. Ese es el tigre que ocupo ver, ¿ok? Échale ganas, él ya está sintiendo su pegada, mijo. Él ya está sintiendo el peso, él ya está sintiendo la diferencia. Pero te quiero bien vivo, ve la importancia de repetir los golpes.
I'm sure Castaneda did not expect this kind of hand speed from a 37-year-old. I didn't either, to be honest. So fast, so accurate. Oh my God, I'm loving the performance from Gary Russell tonight. It's fun, it's entertaining.
It's like a slap fight in that corner. Like, made him miss, make him pay. Come back with the same shot. Okay, well, I got the same shot for you. Round 5, Bernardo Osuna alongside 3-division world champion Abner Mares. We've got Brian Campbell in the house. And behind the mic, Hall of Fame reporter Jim Gray as well.
One thing I really like about this Gary Russell comeback, is that he's doing it on his own terms. One quote he told us in the fighter meetings was he felt like after his father died, he was doing everything for everyone else instead of taking care of me, he said. Now he said he's likes that. He took the bull by the horns. He's got the family where it needs to be. Now he wants to come out and see what he has left. And as we keep mentioning, he's got a lot left in there with these power shots he's putting together.
Yeah, and in this round, it's the right hook that's landing for Gary Russell Jr. It's almost like he's a scientist in there working on something different every round.
You know, just to finish what you said, your thoughts, Brian, and perhaps the 3 years that he took off, it wasn't, meant those 3 years, a lot happened in his life. His father passing away, his brother. I mean, he had so much going on, training his brothers, and now, like you said, taking time for himself, and it seems like he really is enjoying himself tonight. Look at that, just walking around the ring. He missed that. Me as a boxer, I missed that. Just being up there, being able to do what you want. Sometimes your head, I remember my fight when I came back after 4 years, my mind's telling me one thing and my body's telling me another thing. Everything's working.
Well, he said that there's some unfinished business in his career. He didn't like the scoring in the Magsayo fight. He felt like he won that easily with one arm.
One hand. Yes, he did.
This is really him coming back and finding out, seeing what's left. And what's left seems to be a lot as he continues to pour it on here against Castaneda.
And it's not serendipity, right? There's a reason that Magsayo was on the opener tonight, looked good, and now we got Gary Russell Jr. looking spectacular against Hugo Castaneda. He's wiping the stripes off of the Tiger off here in the 5th round. With flurries of speed and power. Nice right hook. Body shot.
Look, the knees buckled of Castaneda right there.
Castaneda did, look.
Yeah, when you start dancing around like that, Abner, you're trying to get the feeling back in your legs.
Yeah, they're probably numb right now from that shot. Wake up, Dees. Just the brilliant performance right now for Russell.
Walking him into shots here in the 5th round, but hey, Castaneda's game. There's a reason they call him the Tiger. He's also the cousin of Nestor El Tigre Garza, the former world champion out there in Texas in McAllen. Boxing runs in both families, but deeper in the veins of all the Russells.
And for all the kids, all the young amateur fighters watching this fight right now, this is how you implement great boxing. Working your opponent, not letting the opponent work you. That's what Gary Russell's doing, working Castaneda.
Good job, control your breathing. Yeah, I got it.
Bro, listen. You be mindful, bro. Too many ass and shots, bro. You want to rest with this dick. Or rest with your fucking dick.
So this is Castaneda frustrating Gary Russell a bit, letting his hands go, trying to land something, and he pushed his hands down, trying to open up the guard because nothing's landing. It's frustration from Castaneda, but here comes Gary Russell. Beautiful left hand, buckled his knees. I don't know how Castaneda still stood from that hard shot that Gary Russell landed.
The hands of the body's gonna be there. Motherfucker, sometimes.
Acuérdate de todo lo que hacíamos.
Back up. There we go. Back up. Good, there we go.
After a 4th round that our unofficial scorer Larry Hazard gave to Castaneda, it was back to the dominance of Gary Russell Jr. saying, "Call me mister," when I step into that ring. Now you see the scorecard on the screen, 49-44 in favor of Gary Russell.
2 knockdowns in round 2. It looked like the fight could be over any second after that, but Russell's really given himself a few rounds to continue to work himself back into the rhythm, the timing, and get a chance to explore his entire game.
And he's doing that. And again, Castaneda, he's that type of style that lets you work.
Oh, nice counter left and a right uppercut from Gary Russell Jr. That may be it.
Seems like it broke his jaw.
What heart this young man has. He sells hats on the side. He designs that. Good thing he has a secondary business going, because this boxing thing against an elite fighter like Gary Russell Jr., it's a hard business.
And again, Russell's taking his time, not going for the kill. I love this. Again, as many rounds as you can get, Russell, go ahead. By all means, this is entertaining.
I'm just happy to have him back.
Yes.
We remember all those years we wanted to see him fight 2 times, 3 times a year.
Yeah, exactly.
One time a year I would take at some point, you know?
He's trying to make up for those years that he was out.
I mean, look at the counter speed, and the legs of Castaneda are completely gone. Harvey Doc's really going to have to take a look at it, because the body language, the just discombobulated left hooks that he's throwing at this point, there's nothing behind it, but there's something behind the left of Gary Russell Jr.
You could hear that left hand reverberate around the arena from that popping sound.
That mouth is open from Castaneda. I think he broke his jaw, honestly. That was a really hard shot that dropped Castaneda. And even the corner, I hope that, they consider stopping this fight because he's just taking a punishment.
Unfortunately, Abner, I heard him say, "You're Mexican, go do this." That is like the worst thing.
I mean, that does echo what Castaneda said this week in the undercard press conference. I'm from Mexico, we're badasses. I want to show everyone what Reynoso, Mexico is all about.
I hope the corner takes care of him. That's what my hope is for this fight, because it's starting to get out of hand. And look, I understand Russell wanting to carry him, but it could get into the point of danger zone for Castaneda.
No doubt. As much as we're enjoying the finesse, the beautiful boxing from Russell, it's another man taking the punishment. And I hope that, the corners realize that. Or even, the referee.
Let's listen if they have a conscience over in the corner of Hugo Castaneda.
No deje caer la moral. No deje caer la moral. Levántese. Levántese. Vamos, siéntate. No me deje caer la moral. Traemos más.
Ask him how he feels and if
¿Cómo
he
te
wants to
sientes?
continue.
Yeah, he wants to continue.
Ask him.
Que si quieres continuar. Claro que sí, ya. Vamos a darle, mijo, Vamos a darle. Te ocupo bien vivo, Te ocupo bien vivo. Vamos a cerrar esto. Vamos a cerrarlo. Pero necesito que se siga.
3 knockdowns in this fight. This was the last one, Abner.
Yeah, this is a look of a knockdown. Beautiful step back. He missed the left hand and he landed with that right hook. It's the timing, everything. I like this from a softball. Mostly softballs, they throw a single left hand straight and they miss. But no, not Gary Russell. He missed with that and he comes back with that right hook. That's the right hook that I think obviously hurt, but I think broke Castaneda's chin.
And you saw how his mouth was completely open.
Yeah.
Well, it did look like the ringside doctor was giving a very close look to Castaneda in the corner. No further action was taken here as we continue in round 7.
And I want to talk about that left hand that most of these softballs had. They fall in love with it sometimes. They throw it constantly left, straight, overhand. And they don't throw that right hook. The one that used to throw it a lot and did a lot of damage, Juan Manuel Lopez, all the time, and got many knockouts with it. Because the fighter, me as a right-hander, I'm expecting that left hand, but guess what? I'm not expecting the right hook.
Great analysis after breaking down. Ooh, now Castaneda wants to give Russell a little bit of, remember the push down a couple rounds ago?
A little bit of intimidation.
Yes. A little bit of both. When you're frustrated, you try to intimidate.
I'll be intimidated by the performance that Russell's giving tonight.
Oh, nice right uppercut, left hook from Russell. This could be it. It should be it here in the 7th round.
And this is Russell with his back to the corner, still outlanding and hurting Castaneda. Although there's some good body work here.
I mean, the only thing you would think is like, all right, you want to toy around? Go, Castaneda, let's see what you got.
That's exactly what Gary Russell's doing tonight at this moment. Just toying with Castaneda, letting him throw and land those shots. They're all arm punches, nothing flush to the face or body.
That was flush. The left hand from Russell.
See Russell's throwing some off-speed shots, just touching the face of Castaneda as he looks probably to set up a big power shot that maybe could bring an end to this fight.
He's walking him into it, Abner.
Yeah, no, that's another thing that Russell does. He changes the speed up in the air, like mid-punch, whoop, he changes the speed, and that's why you don't see the punch.
See the advantage there for Gary Russell Jr., in total punches landed. It has been one-sided. That has not deterred Castaneda from continuing to come forward.
Ooh, that's a nice right hook from Russell. That was punishing. But Castaneda's just got too much heart to go down again. And this is probably the worst thing for Castaneda.
Yes, I was just thinking that because now he's going to feel that he's in the fight when he's not.
And the corner's going to believe he's recovered, and the referee, Harvey Dogs, is saying like, oh, he's still got something left. see is what they're yelling. You see? Don't let your mentality defeat you. You're greater than what you believe you are. You're bigger than that.
Esa es tu mentalidad,
That has to be your mentality. You're a winner. That's what you are, a winner.
No te dejes que caer tu autoestima.
Don't let your self-esteem go down. Get up.
Como le estás haciendo, mijo.
Just like you're doing.
Pégale duro.
Hit him hard.
Pégale duro. Abajo lo vas a parar.
Downstairs, you can stop him. We've been telling you for a long time.
You want to control or get double kick. Box. Make this shit easy. Make him run this out. Okay. He's stupid. Keep it chill. Put his mouthpiece in. He's about to do something. Box.
Take a deep breath.
There you go. Let's go. Let's go, coach.
Okay.
I mean, you get a guy getting hyped up in the other corner, and you know that it's a false sense of security.
Oh, yeah. He's going to start making mistakes now because he's going to believe that he's in the fight. And he did something in that last round, which he did. He threw a lot of punches. Guess what? None of them landed.
Abner, what do you make of Gary's older, his brother, Gary Russell, Gary Allen Russell III, the trainer for this fight, telling him to box now? When he does let his hands go, he's been dropping or hurting Castaneda routinely.
Again, I think they probably planned this while they did this fight, and they're just practicing right now. This is a fight where they're using the entire 10 rounds to do different things, and this is the 9th round. All right, I want you to box now.
Abner, he did throw 86 punches in that 7th round, a fight high, connected 26 for 30%. So he actually outlanded the 60 to 55 for Russell, but it's the type of punches that he landed. It's what he did or didn't do in terms of damage.
And this is what makes this family so great. Speaking of the Russell family, Russell could have finished this fight in the 2nd or 3rd round, but he chose not to. This is the 9th round. I'm sure he's going to carry him all the way to the 10th, but he wins more than anything. It would have been a spectacular knockout, yes. People would have been excited, yes, but guess what? He didn't get much experience. He didn't let his punches go. This is a guy that's been out for 3 years, so he's getting a lot more of these 9, 10 rounds that we're seeing from Gary Russell.
But I would think that his corner, his brother, was telling him, hey, go get him out of there now. He's going to walk into something. I think this is the time where you say, I'm back, guys. And how do you do it? With the left hand. If it's the left shoulder surgery that took you out last time, that's what you do.
Put the cherry on the top. Yeah, and Castaneda's going to walk into something.
Because if not, Abner, people are going to say, they're going to watch it. Maybe they didn't listen in. They're going to see, like, he went 10 rounds with this guy? Isn't this the guy that got blasted by Demler Zamora, a 15-0 fighter, just a couple months ago?
Yeah, I think, yeah, any fighter that doesn't know boxing, I get it, Bernardo, but anyone that knows boxing, we know that Gary Russell's carrying Castaneda.
That's the context of it that sometimes you don't get when you look at BoxRec or when you look at, you know what I mean? It's like, that's why to me you got to put a stamp on it. You got to come in here and say, like,
you're right. And maybe you will do it in the 10th round.
Right hook.
Castaneda trying uppercuts this round, really trying to find something that will turn the momentum in his favor.
There's a body work right there from Castaneda.
And it feels like Russell's fine with that. He wants that one perfect counter shot off the ropes that can bring that spectacular ending.
Castaneda giving you everything he can tonight. Tim Tszyu will do everything he can to become a champion once again. Our Jim Gray caught up with the former champion.
Tim, you've had a long time to think about this rematch. What do you have to do differently?
Just got to stick to the game plan, be able to be present in each round, not lose my mind, and stay consistent.
How do you not lose your mind when you're in the middle of a brawl like this?
It's hard, but I think experience plays a big part, and over the years you get better and more comfortable.
You said something really interesting to us the other day. You said that the defeat has freed you up of the fear. Can you explain that?
Yeah, I think a big fear of mine back in the days was, how am I going to react to my first loss? Now that it's all gone and done and dusted, it's made me a different person, and now I've got this new level of hunger.
It's going to be interesting to watch. Everybody's looking forward to it. Appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you afterwards.
Thank you.
All right.
Jim Gray getting deep into the soul of what a fighter is feeling before he steps into the ring. And look, this is a rematch. There's a lot of adjustments that need to be made. Who will be able to make the right adjustments? Fundora retain his belt, or Zuda regain it? Here, right in front of our eyes, Gary Russell Jr. is regaining his status as a quick, dangerous, power-punching fighter.
He's shown the speed, the explosiveness, the footwork, the great variety of punches. And he's really been dictating the terms. If he's in the corner, it's because he wants to be.
Yes. I mean, 47%. Anytime on the CompuBox numbers you approach 50%, you should be knocking him out. You know what I mean? And look, we talked about it. Yes, he should have. It's a desire thing here of wanting to learn. Because you're right, Abner. It's like he already got his timing back early on, which was the big question mark, is how's his timing going to be? How's his left shoulder going to be? Well, it's all great.
No, I hear what you're saying. This is the 10th round. And again, the fatigue is definitely in play right now for Russell. Maybe he feels that he cannot let his hand go as much as he was able to in the first couple of rounds. He doesn't want to tire out too much. But this is the last round. Yeah, you make a point. Just get him out there.
And look, at the end of the day, Russell's throwing half as many jabs as he did in his previous 7 fights. And he told us, he was honest, I don't ever think my shoulder is going to be at 100%. But guess what? He's making up for it with power shots with that left. He's like, if I'm going to throw it, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, no, and he is showing it tonight.
Like that one. And look, Castaneda continues to complain that they're behind the ear.
I don't know why. They're that hard that he feels it in the back of his head.
Because they snap his neck around.
Yeah.
But what about the toughness of Castaneda tonight?
Yeah.
Too tough, probably for his own good.
Really tough, hard-nosed. I mean, gave it all he could.
Yeah, this is the first 10-round bout of Castaneda's career. Also the first time he's fighting a former world champion. So this will give him some much-needed experience on this level. Might also give him a headache after the amount of punches that he's taken in this fight, but still looking to pin Russell in the corner. You wonder if Russell's just kind of auditioning this position for future fights, showing that comfort there with his back to the ropes.
Ooh, that just barely missed from Gary Russell Jr. And you just see Castaneda loading up, and that's a dangerous place to be against a talent like Russell.
Necesito que me des el round de tu vida,
I need you to give me the round of your life, son.
Necesito que me des ese tercer round.
I need this third round when you became a champion.
Necesito que me des ese tercer round.
That third round when you became a youth world champion. That's what I want you to go back to doing. You know what he's got. You know what brings here. You belong here. Close strong. Close strong. One more round. That's all I want.
Sonya, let me see the sound. Let me see the sound. Gary, let me see it. Here. Let me see it. Last round, champ. Control yourself. Don't get overexcited.
Okay. I don't want you to get excited with those left before. Go.
Mouthpiece.
Gotcha.
Come on, go. Get the bucket.
10th and final round around Castaneda, and a lot of people watching this fight early didn't believe we would be watching, but here we are with an impressive performance from Gary Russell Jr.
2 knocked out.
Oh, there it is, a body shot with the left that sends Castaneda down, and there's no reason for him to get up, but yet he will.
What did I tell you? He was going to put that cherry on the top in the last round.
It is over because Gary Russell Jr. was just toying with Castaneda. Dropped him twice in the 2nd round, dropped him again in the 6th round, hurt him in the 9th, and finished him in the 10th.
It's safe to say Mr. Gary Russell Jr. still got it at age 37. A resounding comeback, 4 knockdowns. Got some rounds in, was able to show you the full package. And he certainly got that mindset as an active trainer of world champions in the family business of boxing for the Russells.
What a brilliant performance from Gary Russell Jr., Mr. Gary Russell. My God, I loved every single round from the first round to this 10th round. And I told you he was going to put the cherry on top.
And he did. Let's get the official time of the stoppage from Miguel Flores.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Harvey Dock called the stop to this contest at 26 seconds of round number 10. For your winner by TKO, Mr. Gary Russell Jr.
Knockout finish for Gary Russell Jr. We've seen all action on the Prime Video undercard. We hope you'll join us on the pay-per-view, which will culminate with Manny Pacquiao taking on Mario Barrios in a welterweight title fight. The rematch between Sebastian Fundora and Tim Tszyu. We'll get to see Isaac Pitbull Cruz and former champion Brandon Figueroa against Joet Gonzalez open it up. But tonight, it's all about one thing. The Pacman is back in Vegas. It's a history in the making opportunity for the fighter from the Philippines.